Two rounds, and whatever
Wait.
the category is, we
Oh my.
send the things one at a time.
Again, if you're in the audience, stay on mute, please. Hey guys, big motherfucking CT, and we are live. Happy Saturday. And tonight we are here for the Baddie Era 1 Awards. We have a few rather, Baddie legends. You guys already know who the fuck I am. It's big motherfucking CT, but I'll let them introduce themselves as well, starting with HQ.
Hi guys, you already know who it is. It's your residential funny girl HQ, aka highly questionable, aka Hell's Kitchen in the house, representing for the ladies. And I'm excited to see what happens, and we all here for a good time.
Carlos.
What's going on? What's going on? I'm here to be analytical, a little bit problematic, but not entertaining because I just don't have the personality.
Big Law.
I'm Big Blob. Um, I'm 29, born to watch Jim. Um, these people that are on camera, I believe the most in the bodies. Um, but, but the exception of Alex, but he's not coming, so it doesn't count.
Peyton.
Hi everyone, how are you? Hopefully everyone is down for a fun night. This is not meant to be shade, but some people, never mind, let me stop. Okay, anyway, cheers to the queers, cheers to the gays, cheers to the theys, and cheers to everyone, I guess. Yeah.
Blake.
Hey y'all, it's me, Blake. And that's fine. I'm one of the baddest bitches here. And yeah, that's all.
And last but certainly not least, Dex.
Hey y'all. Hey other panelists. This is gonna be fun. Can't wait to see all the people who worked so hard for those damn awards. Um, and yeah. Please don't take the criticism as shade. This is everyone's own personal opinions. Nobody should be offended, and it's gonna be fun.
All right, and we are just gonna get started, child. Um, Over the past few weeks, I sent out a poll. Um, Basically, there's a couple of categories, couple of nominees, and there were over 112 responses. So lots of votes. So none of the panelists know who won these awards. They don't even know who's in the top five, but I do know who won them. So let's get started with the first category. Thank you guys so much. We have most popular season. So we have Baddies Puerto Rico, Baddies Hawaii, Baddies Atlanta, Baddies Shanghai, and Baddies Paris. So yeah, let's talk about it. Which ones were your guys's favorite seasons? Because I mean, honestly, they were all pretty good. I played two out of the five of them. Um, so what are you guys thinking? You guys can come off mute.
I feel like the time that I feel like Baddies got the most like traction was Atlanta, which was a little bit early, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Season
Atlanta.
4.
Like
Yeah,
I
it
feel like
was.
I didn't hear
It
anything
was.
about it
Atlanta was
personally, and then after Atlanta, I like felt like everyone was trying to play, and I'm pretty sure Dex won that season, if I'm not
He
mistaken.
did. He
And that was
Yes.
did.
my
He
very
Dex
did.
won that
first time
season.
ever playing or hearing anything about it. And I feel like after that, it just kind of like got traction. So I feel like it was like, hey, and I think it has one of the most views, doesn't it? Also,
Not one of the most views, but
And
that
one of the
is
gaggiest moments ever.
yeah, it's like I feel like everything in
that
Atlanta was a gag.
I was gonna say that was the season of the gags. I mean, there was, in my opinion, there was like lots of different things. It was the first season that started that had a twist. All of the other seasons were regular schmegular, no twist, just simple voting. But the twist for Atlanta was
Rookies
rookies
versus
versus
bad.
vets.
Versus bets.
Yes, that season. So they were split into teams, red versus blue.
Yep.
We had lots of new people, some baddie legends at the time.
That was my first season,
yeah,
Atlanta.
it
It
was
was
it
my
was
first season as well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why. I'm pretty sure that was my first season.
Nah, I know
okay.
for a fact that was definitely my first season. Yeah.
Okay, so there's Baddies Atlanta, Baddies Puerto Rico. That was the season that
Oh,
I played.
And that was the
yes.
season where I
That
had no
Think
voice.
we won.
That
that
was
was
the
ho
season
Yeah,
I
that
that was
played.
that was
I had
hosted.
no voice.
Baddies Puerto Rico was a season that was hosted by all the winners up to that point. That was funny. I had fun hosting that. That
what was
was
the
I did.
twist
I had no
that
voice.
season?
it was a simple we called it the dead man twist. That's what we called it. Is the person who got eliminated got to pick the next person to be on the council essentially. So that's how that twist went. That was the twist for that season.
It's
So
not
it's
a memorable season for me. I don't know.
Big Law, Blake, how are you guys feeling?
I'm gonna say that, even though
Ooh.
I played like almost majority of the season except for the first, um, I don't know how many till I played Puerto Rico, but Puerto Rico was my most favorite season. My least favorite season was in one of the awards. And I think after Puerto Rico, a lot more people started playing because I saw the earlier season had like less than 16 people, 16 or less people. And then after Puerto Rico, it kept growing. Each season kept growing. Like we have more. The highest was I think was over 20-ish people. I forget which season that was, but yeah,
Was
the thing kept growing each season. We have more people playing each time.
okay. Does anybody have anything else to say about Baddies Puerto Rico? Blake?
Honestly, for being a this is being a bad. I don't remember most of those seasons, but I know I played a couple seasons where I either was left, I got kicked out, or
Baddies Atlanta was one of the seasons where you traded on your own team. Like you were in the council and one of your team members, Zach, was um down there in elimination and they asked like, what do you want to do? And you said, I want to get rid of a red. So
I
that's
will
sort of
say
like,
though, as the other red person who was sitting there, I'm like, oh, it wasn't me. So, oof.
okay, what about Baddies Hawaii? Baddies Hawaii is currently the most viewed season, actually, with 341 views. Season 20, lid one. I can't remember. I know that was a large cast though, and it was pretty spicy. No shade.
was that was that Rivals or no? Was that one? Which one was the one with Rivals? Or did
I
we do one
believe
like that? I know.
I Rivals was Mount Rushmore. I believe Hawaii, the twist, they were in teams, I believe.
Hmm.
But I mean, people clearly liked it. Did any of you guys play Baddies Hawaii?
I think that was when I took a break.
Let
What?
me
Who
try to
won?
remember her.
Leah?
I don't
Lydia.
think I did. I don't remember, but
No, there
I
was
don't
a
think
Uh,
I
time when I
did.
was playing a lot, and then I took a break, and then Lydia did her big one like 3 or 4 times in a row, and then I came back.
it was Hawaii.
But I do
She,
know that she like pretty much ate the house down and then returned and almost won a second time, didn't
Second
she?
time. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's the crazy thing about Lid. She's the person who won Hawaii. I was a little bit iffy on her because I knew she had the qualities to win,
Mhm.
but I didn't know if she had the strategic value to win. So honestly, the first time I thought she won because it was a popularity contest, basically, right? Like, who's not gonna vote for Lid to win again? It wasn't until she came back and, like you said, almost won again that really solidified, like, you won for a reason. If you can win once and then almost do it again, that's really a baddie. That's a legend, in my opinion. Because I feel like there's some winners who win because of just who they are.
Yeah.
Oh, and not to throw shade at, that comment you said, right? If you almost, she almost won again. Didn't I would just point my direction of Rome, even though it wasn't up there. Didn't a certain someone Peyton, didn't you win Rome by doing that?
Was that the finalist season? That's the one I won, yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
What
Yeah,
what are you what are you getting at,
Yeah, what's
darling?
going
you
on?
snaked me at 3 days.
No. Bitch, that's the thing is that you're the type of winner or even the type of player that's gonna win because like who doesn't want to vote for like Dex to win a game? Like when you're at the end, like everyone loves you, I feel like. And you also have the strategic prowess to like talk yourself into a win at the end. Like it's not that you just like get to the end, you're like, oh, I'm Dex. Like you're Dex and
Oh no,
you
who
have
said
shit to
that?
say.
Ooh.
Like you're Dex and you have shit to say and back yourself up on. That's why you had to go,
Wow.
babe. You would have beat my ass and I wouldn't have been a winner.
But you ate down. You ate down. Yes,
I
you
did
did.
I did eat down and I still almost lost to fucking the big pickle. But anyway.
And we have Shanghai and Paris. Shanghai, that's the one the one that Nay won.
Oh.
I think that's definitely a deserving winner. In that moment, she had been trying to win for a couple of seasons and just kept getting sniped.
Yeah, she kept
At,
getting like
Yeah, I
literally
remember Shanghai because yeah, I remember
that was
You
another,
Shanghai.
got
and that was another season that I played. I believe I got like,
Is that the one for
yeah,
the panelists, the council can select somebody? But that's Shangri-La.
But wasn't that like another time when Dina almost like
Um,
was a final final person like again? Or was that
yeah.
before? Yeah, because Dina got like third like a lot, didn't she?
Well, I think actually no, the final two was actually Nay and Alyssa. But I
Okay.
think Dina,
I
I
think
do think Dina was up there.
I felt like that season Shanghai, that was I even they gagged me because usually she likes to go to wheels and play like a very loyal game as far
And
as
she
like
refused to go to any
baddies
wheels.
go. Yeah, right.
She
But
chose
on that
herself
season,
that game.
yeah,
Yes, she chose
that's the
herself that
season she
season.
chose herself first.
She definitely
Like
did.
she went against her allies majority of
Yes.
the time. Like
I mean, that's
really
what it
put
took for
herself.
her to win. Like, obviously, she's
Mhm.
one of the most loyal people we know.
Yeah,
But
and she just
like,
got
if she
tired
wants
of
to win
not winning,
baddies, like
so
she
she
did what it
literally
took
was
to win
selfish that
baddies, like
game,
queen
and
icon.
she ended up winning because she was selfish that game.
Yeah.
What comes to mind for you guys whenever you're thinking about like what season should be the most like popular?
The biggest gags, and I think it's
I think Atlanta.
I think it's Atlanta.
Well,
it's the biggest
I'm
gag
Yes.
for me.
I
There's
think
like Atlanta was gag after gag after gag
It
after gag.
was. It was,
so you're
and
like
like I
you're
said,
about like
in the first season, you
entertainment.
didn't know what to expect. So
I mean,
it
I
was.
feel like it's entertainment value, but like you can have
That's
a
when Chris
person
came
that
in, the
like
mentor.
yeah, you can have a person
Yes,
that plays like a flawless game and win, but like that's not necessarily gonna make me watch your season again.
Not to go point out,
Yeah.
but
Right. No.
Puerto Rico did not really have a
Because
good winner.
Chris
They
was a
have
mentor, right?
I think Atlanta had like a good combination of everything: entertainment,
it did.
betrayal,
It did.
strategy,
Yes,
and even twist. I think it
We still had a good winner
amplified.
too. I hate
I
to
think
say
it.
it.
I think if it weren't for Atlanta, there wouldn't not only be as many seasons of Baddies, but I don't think Baddies would be as much of a, I would say, a demand, right?
yeah.
Mhm.
It definitely did change the trajectory of how Baddies was gonna go moving forward because of
It
everything that
also
happened.
like allowed twists to be able to occur. Like it was the first season that had a twist and it worked successfully, and so like it let CT like branch out more with like doing other twists.
Exactly.
But are you ready to see who won this shit?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, she.
All right, so the winner of the most popular season is
We didn't even talk about Paris. I don't even remember Paris.
Paris was
Yeah, we
infiltrated by
ignored Paris so badly.
Antonio on that.
I know we completely didn't even talk about Paris, but it's okay.
The winner is Atlanta.
Oh wait, hold on. That's a cute picture. Hold
Yes,
on.
So
we love
Would have
it.
been if it wasn't
congratulations
Atlanta.
to the Baddies
Okay.
Atlanta cast for starting something legendary. All right, so sorry. Now the next category is fan favorite. We have Darnell, Big Lid, Cake, Nay, and Carlos.
Ooh.
Child. Now that is
Yeah.
a lineup.
Oh,
Sure
right.
is.
Okay.
So let's
Yes.
get started with Darnell. Um,
Darnell's the fan favorite for me, I feel like.
I think something that makes Darnell a good fan favorite is that Darnell can be entertaining without negativity. I think a lot of players have this like you're either very like you have some positive and you have some negative and you're very polarizing. I think Darnell is one of the few that has more positive than negative reactions.
yeah, I agree. I feel like the best part about Baddies is there are different personalities who play, and there's also different definitions. And I feel like every way is successful. It's just about how you want to do it. And his approach is, I'm not gonna get in y'all mess. Y'all wanna fight, argue, and make a scene. That's you. I'm gonna sit here and be pretty. And whenever y'all are ready to say my name, if you do, then we'll handle that.
I feel like we've also
Yeah.
seen him though, like also be on like attack mode too. Like I feel like
Oh,
he's
yeah.
one of the players that like decides to sometimes play differently, and like we've seen it work out for him both time. Like no matter how he decides to do it, like we've seen him at the end with like different styles of gameplay.
Yeah, he definitely knows how to play in all aspects because like picking off of what CT said, he definitely know like you can sit there and look quiet and be pretty and stuff like that and be funny unintentionally, but when it's time to like turn up and like if he has to react, he definitely can do that. He's not gonna sit there and not do that. So I definitely feel like it's very well rounded with him.
And also real quick, and then I'll let other people speak. That's like my baddies, um, my baddie's brother in a way. I barely get to play, but out of the 20 something seasons, I did get to play 3, and he played every season that I personally played in. The first time he immediately tried to get me out. Wasn't as successful. But the second time we played, I was like, what's tea? Like, are we doing it again or what are we doing? And we ended up actually working together, making it very far together. And then the third time they got it, that shade. But I was willing to work with him. So I think he is a good player. I think he is a good example of you don't have to be loud and rowdy to win or play this game or to make it far in the game.
Yeah.
Anybody else on Darnell? All right, so then the next person is
I think I should
big motherfucking Lid child. With her, like I said, there's certain people who win this game just simply based off of who they are. She is one of them, but she also showed that she is a baddie. She can win this game with people against her because what I like about her, she played seasons where people are with her and ready to get her out from jump.
Yeah.
And she does think, she does maneuver. And I think that's if I had to compare her to a baddie, that is big legs. No shit. But how do y'all feel? Lawrence, Blake, Carlos, Peyton, Dex, HQ?
I'll say something quick about Big Lid or Lydia. I think that something that makes her a good fan favorite is that she's authentic. So like when she's playing, you're gonna get the same Lydia regardless of what shows up in the game, and I think that connects with like audience and makes her like rootable. So
I think like no matter exactly like kind of what you just said, like no matter what she does, even if like she's against you, you still respect it because it's such like a respectable way to play the game. Like she's not gonna like turn around and stab you with anything. Like it's always gonna be like standing 10 toes down on like something that you can actually get behind, whether you're with her or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like
agree
she's
with
like
that.
we've been against each other before, and I'm like, thank you, congrats. Like you are like coming at me like
Fun,
toes down,
fun
face to
fact.
face.
Fun fact about that season.
Mhm.
I think was that the first season she played? No. Was
The
it?
first season she played, she won.
Okay, okay,
She
yeah,
won,
okay,
and
that
then
was.
came back and almost won again.
I literally said when the game before the game started, I said, okay, Lydia's playing, but I feel like, and this is no shade to her at all. I feel like she's one of those people who who might step on a Zoom and just win.
Yes. But I will say,
I feel
what
like
I
I've
will
never even like seen that before. Like I had never even like met her or known of her presence until after she had won. But like I guess that comes from me not being
but
around.
also keep in mind though that I do think it was definitely predicted that she would win, but I still think she fought for that win. Like, don't let me clarify. I do think it was like, of
No, she
course, Lydia
did.
is one of the contenders to win, right? But she actually fought because you also have to keep in mind she came in on some of the later seasons and everybody wanted that win. And she came in as a rookie and got it. She was going against vets, she was going against winners, and
Yeah.
she came in as a rookie and got that win. And then almost did it again,
Oh,
you know.
right. And she came into that game saying that I'm gonna take out all the winners, and she
And
sure did.
she
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 did. She
did.
did that.
She targeted all the winners who played that
Yeah.
game. She
She
sure
did
did.
that. That's the thing is she's gonna say something and she's gonna stand 10 toes down, whether that gets her far or not. And 9 times out of 10, it gets her far.
Anything on Big Lid? Anything else? All right, so then let's
I
move
think she
on.
got the fan favorite, in my opinion. She
I
probably
think so.
did.
I think that's the winner, I think. But we'll see. Let's talk about everyone else.
Moving on to Cake Cunty Jane.
Oh, wait, Kate may
Ooh.
take this.
A
I
firecracker. The fuck?
I
I'm
personally
gonna
think,
say,
go ahead, Blake.
never mind. I'll let you go because
Ooh.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll say Cake. See, me and Cake have beef. You know how me and Cake have beef all the time. And Cake can be a savage in a good way, sometimes in a bad way. But I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't think. It was in my mind, but I couldn't think about it.
I feel like Cake's one of those people that's like she has so much beef with everyone, but still she comes in and she slays down and usually makes it to the
Yes.
end somehow. Like I don't understand it. Like I don't know if people are scared of Cake or if people I don't know. Either way it works out for her and to me that's like just icon of itself. Like you have so many beefs with so many people and so many of those people end up in the game with her and
Mhm.
she still has made final two like a few times, three,
Multiple.
four, five. She's
Multiple
almost
times.
always been a finalist. Like that's iconic behavior.
I
Yeah,
think
so my that's my sister Cake right there. Um, I remember when we played the Vegas season because I that was one of the ones I remember besides Atlanta, and that was the season that was the first season we like worked together, and then we made it to final three. But she had been at least final two or final three before that every time. And like Peyton said, she had beef with people. People, wanted to get rid of her. Mainly someone who begins with the letter L. We're not gonna name his name. Um, but she still managed to find a way to get to the end, and then she ended up winning Las Vegas.
Yeah, I think to Cake, she's going to be scrappy and she's going to have like fights, which makes her memorable as well. So, and she's also one of the few people that I think most people are doing willing to do this, but she's actually one of the people that will actually go and try to be resourceful and like work with anybody. Even if she just literally called you out, the next round she'll be like, let's work together and let's vote together. And she's actually willing to do it,
Right.
even though most people would be like,
Until she stinks you.
Even if it's just for one round, she's like, yeah, I'll
yeah.
I work with you for one round. Okay, bye.
I think
What Cake's really also good at is also like spreading those little seeds to people and making those little lies about people just to get you taken out of the game.
Yep.
I feel like as far as the entertainment goes, and mind you, Cake played from season 1. That's an OG. Um, when she plays, I just know she's gonna give. It's gonna be while she's not only does she ask for the fades, no shade, but she handles them. And then, like you guys said, she is successful, and she does it in an entertaining way. I actually am entertained watching her fight for her life, watching her plead her cases in those vulnerable moments where she should definitely just go, but she's just convincing fighting. And she is one of those winners that if you see her in a game, you should definitely watch out, because if she comes, she is gonna come hard every time. So
I'll say if Cake doesn't get fan, she definitely would be Mount Rushmore worthy, I think.
Next up, we have Nay.
Yeah.
Nay has had a baddies journey. She was one of those winners who used to get sniped every single time she played. By a wheel,
Or twist.
by betrayal,
A wheel more than anything else. The
And-
wheel,
Basically.
yes.
and Shanghai was her first win. I didn't even vote for her, but I'm glad she did win. She was sitting up against somebody else who was hungry. It was I remember it was Alyssa and her 2 females in the final. And this was the season after she was cussing Luke out, talking about "do not talk to me," crying during her elimination.
What's the season she backstabbed me too?
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever played.
that was the season.
Yeah, that was that season.
She chose herself.
She
She chose herself.
But that's why I think she's like, she embodies what like an actual fan favorite would be, is because she was set up so many times playing a great game to win, and she like
and she got screwed
didn't
over.
win because of being loyal. And then the one time that she does win is when she decides to stand up business for herself, which I think that she's like one of the only people that really have done that in this category. Like, I've actually
And she plays from both sides, from the whether it's all sides, whether it's from the deliberations, the councils.
Very well-rounded player.
Yes. Very legendary, very yes. And yes, also I will say though, she is one of those people who you can predict that she's gonna win.
Yeah.
Like it was no doubt in my mind if Nay sat in the final 2 in any season that she was gonna win, right?
That's why I think that it's iconic, because that was every season she's played has been everyone thinking that.
Yeah, and she's only gone out by a wheel. Pretty much.
Or twist.
Or twist, right?
Twist. Yeah, that's iconic.
That not too many people can say that.
Yep.
Anything else on Nay?
I think
I'm gonna say that I knew Nay outside. I knew Nay outside. Not the org, outside of Baddies, because I played in another org with Nay, which I met Nay the first time on another org before Baddies. It was fun getting to know Nay outside of the Baddie realm. What else can I? Oh yeah, she's very good. She's very good at making a hit list. I'm gonna say. Whenever someone's went up there,
that's
she's
so
gonna
true.
just jump on them. She's just jump on them. For the person for not mention, they're named Alex. We're gonna say Alex because Alex was involved in the hit list. If someone goes against Nate, she's gonna jump on them.
I think Nate's really good at not like being undetected. Like you don't see her come. By the time you notice that she's playing a good game, it's probably too late and you won't be able to take her out. She's also good at like having multiple people feel good about her without needing to check in with her, which then puts her in a situation of having to maneuver situations or like a social dynamic where most people are expecting her to be their savior.
Right.
Right. Wait,
I
one
can
more
ask.
before we
Go
move
ahead.
on. Before we move on, this is my last thing I want to say on it, right? And then there are some times, especially playing baddies, especially there were rounds where people would deliberately send her ass in to an elimination, saying, "Oh, no, you're gonna come back," because certain people on the couch are not gonna eliminate her,
It's
just
because
by
there's at least always one person that won't.
yeah, that won't
So
at
spread
least.
out with the whole cast that there's going to be at least one person in every single council.
Yeah,
And I would
that probably won't
say,
want to take her out, and then
I would
that
say,
would like
Casey works and well.
that would
Works and
cause
well
like
done.
everybody to just like send her ass up in there. I'm like, okay.
I'd also say Cake and Nay would be are considered like a good duo sometimes. I don't know. I have never seen Nay play, but Nay and Cake in games together are like deadly.
I feel like Nay has like a lot
I
of
agree.
people she's like ended up partnering with in some way. Like there's Cake, there's Antonio, like there's these people that she like has built such like certain bonds with to where it like just sets her up well. Like it's just iconic social game behavior. Like
And
really no
each
other social
she has a
games like
bond.
Nay's.
They're different bonds with each person, no matter
Yeah.
who the person is.
But she
It's
knows
never
how
the
to build
same.
that bond with that specific person.
Exactly.
It's
Yes.
iconic social game. Like I don't know a social game like Nay's. I don't.
And last but certainly not least, Carlos.
Ooh.
So
And Carlos is nominated. I'm just kidding.
I am I mean he is as a fan favorite. He did get the top
I'm just
5
kidding.
vote. So Carlos, I think he's like a hero in the Baddies franchise. He comes for the people, not only who come for him, but who I would say, in my opinion, take the easy way out. And it's sort of a way of like him saying like, if you guys want to touch them, that's fine, but we're gonna have some fun first. And he's very good at it, and it's low-key kind of scary. Winner of Baddies All-Star, winner of Baddies All-Star Battle 2, and came close to winning one of the Baddies franchise. Fierce. And I think it's nice to see somebody who can play the game and also be a hero and a little bit nasty back at the same time.
I feel like I don't want Carlos, I don't want you to take this the wrong way at all. Please don't take it the wrong way. I think that you're an iconic player. I feel like if I was voting, I like from what I've seen Carlos play, I probably would vote for him. But I feel like overall, when people vote, I don't think Carlos has played enough for people to accept them as, or accept him as fan favorite when like everyone else he's against has played so many times and have so many iconic moments. Like if I'm voting on one season, probably I would vote Carlos. If I'm voting like Nay seasons overall, Cake seasons overall, I don't think this is Carlos's category to win. I do think that Carlos brings a lot to the table. And I hate to be the person that starts playing devil's advocate, but like this cannot be an iconic like smooch fest or anything. Um, Carlos, I think you're iconic, but I do not think this is Carlos's category to win. I don't.
Like you have.
How do y'all
Very good
feel?
at competitions, even not socially. It's good at the comps about GT, always does sometimes. Um, and he did end up one spin-off season, forgot which one it was. Um, and Carlos is always going to be a cheerleader for it, even if he's not playing. He's always covered for me. Um, and he's one of those people that always, but even though he's not playing, he's going to cheer for me whatsoever. And I like that. But, um, And also, people are afraid to go after Carlos in a comp situation because because a lot of people, including me, is gonna be, "Oh, Carlos is gonna win a comp for once." But I did beat Carlos in the comp, so I'm not gonna complain about that.
I would also say that in
Go ahead, Blake.
Atlanta, people slept on Carlos in Atlanta because I remember, weren't you on the bottom right away? Like when you had to do like the chain.
I don't think Carlos played Atlanta.
I mean, I felt like people slept on Carlos that season because he a rookie? Were you a rookie?
He never played Atlanta.
He didn't. Who played?
No.
Child. Say no, let me stop.
I will say, as a person who always, not oh, and I'm not saying always, that's kind of different. More commonly targets him, probably for the reason. It's because when and Carlos, do not take this the wrong way. When I see him and he talks to people, he's like a very convincing voice. Like, let me keep this like no shade. Like let's keep him around. But that just builds up. Y'all just building up his threat level when you do that.
So
And they do a lot of the time. Like as far as Baddies concerned, I've seen you could just be there, just talking, having a simple conversation with somebody, and be like, "Oh, let's get Carlos," myself included. Like, let's just get Carlos for no reason, randomly target him because and you're loyal when you want to be. You will throw yourself on the line for people too. So a lot of people value that in the ally.
So
go ahead because I want to.
I just want to know. Raise your hand if you. I mean, a lot of y'all have played together. Like, do y'all target Carlos Be Real? Like, is that somebody that you're like? He has to get out eventually.
No, and that's what I was gonna say. Because I've played with Carlos on Dex, definitely. I've played with Carlos on multiple occasions, and it's like with him and Chris, I immediately, like, I'm not gonna go after them. I'm always gonna work for them because I know Carlos is always gonna have my back, just like I have his back.
I will say
that's one thing.
I will say this. I agree with Peyton in saying that this category here is stacked for fan favorites. So no matter who wins, it's gonna be a win for anybody. And I feel like he has played the game in his own way, so he can be considered a fan favorite as well. So that's all that I was gonna say.
I feel like I have played more non-Baddies games with Carlos. Like, I haven't played Baddies with Carlos, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think my first season was until like late in it was one of the last ones. Don't lie. Maybe Shanghai.
Are y'all ready to find out who won?
Yes.
Yeah.
My prediction is Nay.
I think it's gonna be Carlos or Darnell.
Well, I also don't have that much.
Do you want to be?
I think that'd be Nay.
Nay or Biglet, I think.
Or Darnell.
Child. The winner, a fan favorite is.
The winner is Carlos.
Nah.
Big motherfucking lid. Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
Big Lid. You won fan favorite. Yes. Yeah, definitely well deserved. Like I said, who isn't gonna vote for Big motherfucking Lid? Simple. Are you ready for the next category?
Oh.
Most social player.
Boo.
All right. We have Antonio, Peyton, Dina, Dex, and Big Lid. Okay. Now that's a lineup, child. Now that
I did not
now that
even know I was nominated.
is a lineup. So let's get started with it. Antonio. So Antonio actually comes from the Instagram. Most of the cast from Baddies comes from Facebook, right? Antonio came in with his duo, Riley, which is probably the most iconic duo of the franchise, no shade.
No
Uh,
shade, no tea. Yes.
okay, came in from Instagram not knowing a soul. Every time that man plays up until the time he won, he made it close to the end, if not to the end. No shade. And for him not to go from not knowing much of anyone to building relationships through this game, it's like not only cool to watch, but the way he does it, it's like, all right, didn't win this game, but let's try to, do with the people just surrounding him. He's a legend. No shade. I think that's impressive.
I think that Antonio's like biggest plus or pro is that he's very approachable and likable in games. So within one season, I think his social game is great, and I'm not surprised that he came in new and was already well perceived by most people when most new players are targeted immediately just because they're new. I think Antonio's downside in this category is that Batty especially is almost like played across seasons too. So while he is great socially within season, oftentimes he'll like piss off a lot of people within that season that then might not translate well across when he plays again. When I think other players might be better at managing across season.
I feel like piggybacking right off of that, what I was gonna say is I feel like the only struggle Antonio has is not like truly standing 10 toes down on some decisions that he makes, like in game, which then in turn does piss people off a lot. I've seen him get into some debacles with some people that they're just like, you should have just been 100% honest with me. So that's the only thing I can see like hurting him. But overall, like, who the fuck doesn't love Antonio at the end of the day? Like everyone does. So
My thing is with him, as someone who used to work closely with him, he gets caught in like these positions a lot in games where the people he's really working close to, and it comes down to you try to be in good graces of everybody. Now you got to make a decision of who you got to cut, which is, and speaks to how approachable he is because everybody wants to work with him, and that's also like a con as well because now you got to cut people and definitely piss them off because they might feel like they're close with you, but you have to try to like navigate your best route forward to get as far as you can. And some people don't get that.
I will say that's my adopted son now. But I will say just like CT said, he came from Instagram and not too many people knew of him and knew of him. So when him and Riley came in, we were like, oh shit, who are they? They was really good.
Right.
a hot new kids on the block for a second.
Exactly. But also, even without Riley, he is very sociable.
100%.
100%. And I played with him in another game and I got rid of him because I know
I
how
feel like his least social seasons are when she is also there.
Yes, exactly. Agree.
All right, let's move on to Peyton.
Yes.
Peyton,
Not even that social. That's crazy.
honestly, I think you are, but I think you just don't know it. I think people naturally just gravitate towards you
Gravitate to you. Yes.
and you use
Yes.
it to your benefit because you're
Yes.
one of those players who gets what they want. Even, I mean, you have a couple names, as long as one of them go, nobody ever really says your name until the end. And that's because they ran out of names to say because, no shade, no tea. And that's every time you play. And you
I mean, it's a
are
little
a
bit
winner.
impressive, I would say.
And not to
You do
mention,
whining and dining people though.
Peyton,
The wine is your good luck.
Peyton, you are the winner of what will be perceived as like the fucking quarter quill of the Hunger Games, honey. Bringing all the winners and runner-ups. That Rome was no joke. No shade. And
Tell me
you
about it.
won that. Out of everybody who was playing, that was one of the gaggiest seasons too. You won that. So I think you do have some social stamina to you because you were convincing winners, runner-ups, all types of shit.
I do have some social prowess. I just think when people are looking at social games, they're looking at like people that purposely make integrative social like questions and things like that when like yeah, I'm social and I'll talk to you and you and you and you and you, but like I don't actually give a fuck usually about like what it is.
But I think that is what makes your social game effective because your social game feels very integrated with your strategy too. So you are thinking about how you're strategically positioned within the social framework too.
I agree
Anybody?
with what everybody says.
Okay. Let's move on to Dina. Dina.
Okay.
No shade
To
on
be
Dina.
honest, this is her.
That is a
I feel like
legend.
and this is the, I feel like this is her category. Either her or Lydia. I would be real, even though if I'm here too. But it might be her category. Dina, granted, she will fall on the sword. Like she will be like, "Bitch, you can take me out here, right?"
And she's
And
100% yes, like do it.
social as hell, get to I don't know how many finals. Definitely, like you can cut me here. That's fine. I have no problem. Like she will give herself
There's not a game she's played that she hasn't made the finals, right?
Okay. Oh, damn near.
Yes. I played a
Close
season with
enough,
Dina,
yeah.
and even I mean, I was supposed to get her out, but I fell for the trap too. Like the way it's like she has a way of saying not Dina without saying not Dina.
Well, she has your back so well. Like it's just
Yes.
I don't understand how.
But
Yes.
sometimes go for it.
No, go ahead, Carlos.
No, I feel like I agree with what everything you guys are saying about Dina. I think her social game is amazing, but sometimes she has the backs of so many people at the same time, and I think she's one of the few people that is able to maneuver that. Like most people, whenever they have everybody's back, that blows up right in their face, and they end up backfiring. I think she knows how to work with that of having everybody to some extent back. And I think
I think
that's
she
hard
does
to
that on purpose though. Like I feel like she plays also like I feel like a lot of people that play back to back to back to back, they're like also looking at future seasons as well. Like she's not someone that's like, oh, I need to win this season, this season, this season because I know I'm already iconic. Like so she's like building things up for like her friends to win and like people she likes to win and she's like very calculated on how she does that and it's I don't know I feel like
But also in a
you
good
can't
way
go and
though.
name someone that's like doesn't think Dina's not social like
I feel like
Also,
speaking of the season
uh,
she won.
Also, real quick, I just want to also point out the fact that Dina is one of the winners who has managed to not win again, but she managed to sit in the final two
Yep.
as a winner,
Yep.
which is something I would imagine is hard to do as a
and
former
other than
winner.
that has gotten third, fourth, fifth.
Right.
Okay.
So I just want to point that out there as
but
well.
also sometimes it's
Yeah.
like, I know Darnell, Peyton, Dina, sometimes that liquid courage. Sometimes, you know, Dina can be funny too. Like sometimes she don't even know what's going on, and she like also she right away makes a big move. I've seen her do it before.
Well, what season she won? She won Panama, right?
Yeah, but it didn't her season. She cut her.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she cut her.
Yes.
She can always. She can be cutthroat as well. Like we can't underestimate the fact that yeah, she helps this, but she's like if she really wants to win something, she's gonna make it happen.
I was shocked. And she still got his vote at the end of the day too. I'm like, oh.
Yep, and still got
Yeah, he was the deciding vote.
Wait,
Yes.
who? What happened?
She won her season.
The season she won, she cut. It was a duo season. She cut her partner towards the end, and he still voted for her to win. And he was the deciding vote for her to win.
That sounds like Dina.
Yeah, I was like, oh, like not many can do that. I'm like,
but to me, that's very Dina coded. Like it's
right.
It's like that's just so Dina coded. Like
fucks you over, you thank her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. No shade. Dax, you're the next one.
The ghetto.
I
Yeah,
feel
the
like
ghetto. That's in my
No.
vocal vocabulary. I say it on the regular, and people don't know where I got it from. But yes, I say it all the time. Oh my gosh, can I go first?
yes.
Okay, so coming from me and Dex's first season in Atlanta, we've come so far. I will tell you this, Dex is very social. He will talk to people, but then if he don't fuck with you, he don't fuck with you. Like Tasha. Him and him and Tasha's rivalry is too funny. But no, Dex does what he needs to do and plays how he needs to play at the end of the day. And that's why, he won. He got his win and he was good to go. He got his win. He said, I'm good.
There was some close calls in Atlanta, I will say.
I
I thought
think
it was
There
a
was.
I thought
There
it was
was.
a Garner sitting next to Nathan when that vote tied and they had to revote. I thought I was a
Right.
Garner.
Yeah, no,
I,
it was crazy.
something that Dex does that makes him stand out as a social player is he's able whenever he wants to. Other times he just doesn't care about this, but whenever he wants to, he can influence without being extremely visible. With it, like so, playing in the
Exactly.
background and changing sometimes, and he just takes off mute and says it out loud, and everybody hears it. But whenever he doesn't do that, he can do it very much in the background, and I think that makes him a really good social player.
I feel like when you're looking at Dex, like he's a great winner. He's a great person that's like gotten to the end. I'm not necessarily sure he's more social than the other people in the category.
Oh, definitely not.
I think Dex is more strategic than social necessarily. I think
Yeah.
that the people that Dex works with, they would say that he's very social because he's very communicative with the people that trust him. I think when you're looking at overall social game, I'm not sure an entire cast would say that Dex is social. So
Definitely not.
I don't think this is
I
necessarily
agree.
Dex's category to win. Do I think that he's an iconic winner, an iconic player? Yes. I don't think this is necessarily his category, but
I think only just based off of, yeah, I agree. Only just based off of the lineup,
right.
no shade. Dex is a very much so a strategic because he keeps making it to the end as well, most times. But I don't know, not to hype her up, but Dina, Dina's on the lineup.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I honestly don't know if there's anybody as is sociable a word as Dina.
The social caliber.
I don't think there's anyone even that's like anyone could say was snubbed that beats Dina. Like there's no one
Okay.
just to me, like, and I know that like whatever people watching are gonna be like, you're her bestie, blah blah blah. But like, I'm gonna be brutally honest at the end of the day on who I think should win and who I think shouldn't win. And like, there's no one that you can speak about with Dina or to Dina or whoever that's gonna say that she's not a sociable person. Like,
I agree with you.
And last, oh, does anybody have anything else to say about Dina?
see, we're all in
We
fine
were
with Dina. So
right. You guys
Sorry,
went
not
back to Dina,
Dina.
and we were talking about my guy Dex.
I
Oh
mean,
my gosh, not too much,
not
not too
Dina.
much.
About
Moving on.
Like
Dex.
Dina,
I
I'm
got you,
Dina's
sorry.
Dex. I
popular
got you,
than
Dex.
Dex. I'm like,
We're
seriously?
gonna
I'm
move. We're
sorry.
gonna move. We're
I'm
gonna move
sorry.
on.
That was crazy.
Very
And
crazy.
I'm sorry. And last but certainly not least, Big Lid.
yeah.
I think she is a social player. I think she goes with who she's comfortable with, though.
Yeah.
I think once you get Lid once, you could never get her
Yeah.
again.
I think she's in a similar boat as how I feel about Dex as a player. Like, if you really work with her, you really think that she's social because she's so open and honest about what she wants. But she's not like someone like if you're against Lid, like you're against Lid. Like if you're against like Dina, you're not against Dina. Like so, it's just a very different.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
I feel
what
like
people think a social player is, you know.
I feel like not trying to compare them, but I feel like when it comes to getting out Lydia, it's not like that much of a tall task to do, as opposed to trying to get out someone like Dina, who's sociable, probably in everybody's pocket. She probably made everybody feel good with her,
Right.
you know. So like that's a tall task to do without it getting back to her, trying to like
It
be
also
lying to
comes
her,
to
or
like,
trying to.
but she's very honest about what she wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's some people value like social game as like not lying or not being deceiving. So what like they would like Dina would not be in that category. So like if you're looking at someone that like you know is going to be honest with you and know is going to move forward with you, like people are going to vote for Lydia or Dex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you guys ready to see who won?
My predictions: Dina or Lydia.
It's going to be Dina or Lyd. No, it's going to be
Mm-hmm.
Dina or Antonio.
You know what? Maybe.
All right. Oops.
We should also take a break after this and do a shot.
The winner of the most social player is
I'm just kidding. I actually don't know. Tony, I actually don't.
Shut up!
Yes.
Shut up,
Yes.
bitch!
I called it. My guy.
When I
Yes.
saw
Oh,
this, it low-key kind
Yes.
of like
Congratulations. How many times did you input that? I'm just kidding. No.
no, bitch. Not too
I'm
bad.
kidding.
Not too
I'm joking.
bad.
I'm joking.
Bitch.
all right, so
Congrats.
the next
Uh,
category is
gag the fuck out of me. Ooh.
That's iconic. Honestly, you
Okay.
slayed. Honestly, Dex, you slay socially, but it was just to me the lineup.
No, I know.
no
Hello.
shade. And I honestly thought Dina, when I made this questionnaire and I saw the nominees, I honestly, and it's no shade to anybody else who was nominated, I honestly thought Dina was going to murder this category down.
Yep.
No shade. But all of the nominees were good nominees, no shade. So
Yeah, because wasn't I nominated?
yeah, there were, I think
Mm-hmm.
everybody was not there on the poll. There were like, I would say 7 to 10-ish nominees.
Yeah, I feel like I was robbed, but okay, it's okay. Because Dex
Technically,
won.
all
People
the
The
just
right,
nominees.
robbery.
listen. Right, robbery, but Dex won, so that's all that matters to me.
Gagging the fuck out of me.
All right, so the next one is best baddies twist. All right.
I have my pick. I already know.
Okay.
Right, clock it.
So we have Mount
All
Rushmore.
of them.
That's when I told people they were coming and competing for Mount Rushmore, but it was really they were competing with their rival.
Rivals.
Yep. We have Baddies Las Vegas introducing the Bucks. Every move
Shout out
made
to
to give
Dina.
you
What a nice.
money in the
I see that.
game. We have Baddies Texas. That was most valuable baddies at war. And that the twist for that round was go big or go home.
Fuck Baddies, Texas.
We have Baddies Paris, where people were in duos.
I
And you
hate
had the
that season.
choice to either stay with your own, stay as a single player, or trade with somebody else. There was a chance to win with your duo that season as well. And then we have Baddies Rome with the karma points, child.
Oh,
Okay.
There are also
Where
karma
everybody,
points in Texas.
yes. But it started from Baddies Rome, where in the karma points are where
Yeah,
the
karma
eliminated
points are why I
players,
fucking went home in fucking Texas, bitch. So fuck you.
the karma points were the baddies that were eliminated had to rank everyone from a 1 to 5 star. And at some points in the game, karma came back and bit them in the ass.
Not that being the season I won and the season I went home on.
Yes. So what do y'all think about that?
I mean, to be honest, I know my pick, based on the lineup, is clearly go big. In my opinion, I think it's go big or go home. As far as no shade to the other twist, I feel like that's like the most integrated twist that gives both council and nominees a fighting shot.
That's too.
Because I mean, it's left up to a wheel. Because if it's go big, what is the council decides? Oh no, that's go home. If it's go big, the nominees vote amongst each other. So like, okay, that has some power there. In a sense, you have when you go into a council, they already decided, like, oh, I already know who I'm getting rid of. You have a fighting chance at the very least. At least that's my opinion.
So I will tell you this. I didn't get to play some of them obviously, but I remember Mount Rushmore and I couldn't play Mount Rushmore. And then CT told me and I didn't say nothing because he's like, no, it was rivals. And then my rival would have been Antonio, which is crazy to say that now because me and him are like this. But to me, my favorite was the Vegas one with the Batty Bucks. Like that was to me, that's my pick, just because of how everything played out, and you needed your Batty Bucks, otherwise you were going home. So to me, that was me
Okay.
personally, that was my favorite one.
I
Yeah.
would say the baddies go big or go home would be my favorite.
Honestly, I was a huge
Good
fan
sleepers
of
playing almost all of the seasons mentioned, except for the the last one. Um, CT mentioned this many times, including me, that Mount Rushmore was, even though Stone Stoney, the guy who vanished, I'm gonna say the guy who vanished from Baddies,
Ooh.
finish.
one that season, and then after season was over, CT was like, CT hated, CT always votes that you hate Mount Rushmore, which is kind of true. I actually do hate Mount Rushmore.
I
The
actually
person
Who
Mount
said that?
Rushmore is actually
didn't fucking show up, and I was stuck with Luke. I was happy to be a joint member for Mount Rushmore for
Oh,
once.
Oh my God, I never said that. Actually, Mount Rushmore was probably one of my favorites, only because when I was handing out the invitations, I was telling people they were competing for a spot on Mount Rushmore. And everybody was like excited, pumped up, ready to run their fades, this, that, and the other. And I I remember adding half the cast in one chat, and the other half in the other. And I was loving like the speculations, what's going on, this, that, and the other. And then when everybody saw each other on Zoom and it like became real, it was like one of my favorite parts, no shade. Also, I love the Betty Bucks too.
I think that I think we're sleeping on karma points. I could be like
I love them
I
too.
could be
well,
misremembering, but I think in Rome, I'm almost sure that the karma
he
points almost
switched it.
sent me home. Like I'm
He
pretty sure
switched,
I
but
almost
he
went
switched
home.
it
They
between
did.
Texas and Rome. He switched it.
They almost sent me home though, right?
Yeah, it
Yes,
did. In Rome,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then I ended
yeah,
up winning.
right. But no, they ended up sending Neho
Yeah.
in that one. Yes,
Yeah,
in
I was
Rome.
almost
Yes,
going. I was like like
I feel
Oh
like,
yeah,
You were
but
close.
the
I
reason
remember
why.
that.
So the
I
reason
can
why for me the karma, as far as what comes like the karma points, let's say, um, I don't know. For some reason, when you have to, based on a form, right? Because you had everyone who was currently left in the game, you had them be ranked. So it's like you could just rank everyone a fucking 1 star and rank your closest ally a 5 star. Like somebody who never did shit to you in the game, you could just give them a shitty score. Like, oh,
yeah, but I mean, don't be a shitty person when they go home. Like
right. But say you
it's
right.
had
just
nothing. But say
like
you had
we
nothing
knew.
to do with them going home, going up, nothing,
Yeah,
and they
but
gave you a
we
shitty
knew
score.
that like this was gonna be a factor.
Yeah, I was just about to
Beginning.
say thank you. I do agree. Like the karma points was a pretty great twist because you
You
guys
have to
did
You
know,
definitely,
and
change
you
your
definitely
game
fucked
in
somebody
order.
up.
it forced most people to have to play the game differently
That's why I
because
was so quiet during the first half because I was like, I don't want to piss people off. Yet it still ranked me lower because people didn't know where I stood, and I almost went home.
it's
But I
almost
still
like
won, so it's fine, no problem.
no. I think all see, and here's the beauty. I think all five of the nominees for this category were great twists. I think they were all original. I think they were all different, and I think it did force different entertainment, different types of gameplay.
Can we do a shot before we end?
I'm not drinking. I'll take a hit,
Period. I have a shot.
and then we'll see who won.
Period. Cheers. And I'm about to meet Juan. I'm gonna send a photo to everyone.
The winner of the best baddies twist is
Fucking Texas.
Go Big or Go Home. So congratulations. This is Michael, the winner of Most Valuable Baddies at War.
And that should have been the only fucking twist. Fuck your fucking shit with the karma points too, CT. I would have been fine in that game had it not been you adding 2 twists.
So it's time for the next category. Biggest villain.
Oh my god.
Oh, well, shit.
We have now. This is a lineup for sure. I mean, I don't know if Dina necessarily belongs here.
I should have replaced Dina.
I was gonna say that. I don't think.
I should have been
But
in
I
the
can
lineup.
see why. I would say I can see why
Mhm.
people think she's a villain, but we'll talk about it though for sure. We
Right.
have Dina, Kate, Xavier,
I know. I
Kristen,
forgot.
and Big Al. Okay. Now these, all 5 of them, in my opinion, are villains in their own way.
Right.
But let's start with Dina. Like I said, I really don't think she belongs here, but I do see why people would vote her as a villain because, like somebody mentioned earlier, she is so liked by so many people that once you're out of the game and she's not, you're gonna feel a type of way about her. It's like she's Medusa. If you stare into her eyes, you're going to turn into stone.
But
And then you're done.
ever say that she belongs in the category? No. If you're gonna put her in this category, she's gonna be the winner. Like, sorry, there's too many people that can like look at being a hero. If you're in the not the hero category, but whatever other category she was in, it's basically the opposite of what this is.
Social. It was social.
Like if you're gonna be that social and you can also be a villain, like
that's really good. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
If so many people think she's so social and she's stabbing everyone, then
she's both.
Yeah,
she's doing it with a smile.
It's iconic.
Yeah.
Right.
She does it with prowess. She does it with like integrity, and she does it with like she's very calculated on what she does.
Anybody else have anything on Dina? All right. Next up is Kate.
Winner of the category.
I was gonna say that Peyton. Yes,
winner of the category.
She is the winner. She is
just ended now. Winner of the category.
We don't even need to not talk about anybody else. She is the winner. When I saw that she was nominated, I already knew she was going to win even before we had all of this. I love her, but winner of the category. I don't need to explain nothing. If you know, you know. And I love my sister, and that's all I'm gonna say. Winner of the category.
For those that don't know, I think that Cake has an extremely active role in like chaos or just conflict in any season that she plays.
Every time.
Her strategic maneuvering can be ruthless and like
unethical.
Boundaries don't exist. It's all flowy and very nuanced. So I think Cake is takes the cake for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. I think some people think like being a villain is like a negative trait when like in reality it's like
it's not.
Like someone going against the grain and causing chaos is not necessarily an evil thing, but it's just like going against the grain. And I feel like every single time Kate steps into a game, she's against the grain. Like there's more people against her than there are for her. And she still like takes that with her and gets to the end every single time.
She stands her 10 toes. She doesn't waver.
Yeah.
None of that. And
to me, being a villain means there's more people against you than there are for you. And it's
exactly
to be Kate.
But it also
Yeah.
means that because she's causing so much chaos and conflict, a lot of the time she's causing chaos and conflict against people that are perceived as heroes. So it just
Yes.
puts her into that villainous role too.
Exactly.
Yeah, so y'all think cake is the category, basically.
She sure is the whole category.
Fuck it.
The beginning, the end, at the beginning, the middle, and the end.
I mean, I agree.
He
No shade,
embodies
I
it.
agree.
He embodies it. Yes.
Anybody else have anything else to say on cake? All right, so then let's move on to Xavier.
This might
See,
be like
that's why I feel like Kate got some competition right there.
I would
No,
Because
say
because that is the bad
he's
guy.
second.
is a
Really?
Yes,
villain.
I would say
Yes.
he's second because
I will
Xavier.
say
Yes,
the 3 times, well, his first 3 times, well, is it the first 3 times? Yes, the first 3 times or like 4 times he played, he was always in the finals. He got to the finals back to back 3 times in a row. Who the fuck does that?
well, I don't think well, this might be like a
And
non-popular
then what?
opinion, but I
And
don't
before you
see him
say,
as a villain.
okay, yeah, no,
The way
he
I would
is.
say maybe his first 2 seasons he wasn't, but his last few seasons he was for sure.
Yeah,
I
but I
mean,
think
he
you can only
cussed out,
classify that as one season.
huh?
I think you can only classify his only villainous thing was when he brought that fucking low life hoe onto the screen and was like,
Wait, what?
when he brought Luke onto the screen.
I think
Oh, okay.
one of my favorite
Okay.
moments is when he cussed the entire jury out.
He
Yes.
did.
Every
And
single one of them voted
and
for him to
still
win.
won.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but look who he was against, darling.
Cake.
Who was
He
he
won
against?
against Cake. He won
Wasn't he
against
against
Cake.
Luke?
It was against
No, it's
no,
Cake. Luke beat him.
against Cake.
Oh,
Luke,
I thought it was
it
against
was
Luke.
so the 3 people he took in the 3 people
Oh
he
my
Because
took in
God.
they didn't
order
like
to the
him. They
final.
didn't like
Oh,
It
shit.
was
Let me
so
go
it
back
was
and look at
Camden.
the fucking description.
Yes, the 3 people he took to the end with him. Well, essentially he got
Oh,
to the
Luke
end
got
with
third
was
then.
Camden. No, was Camden, Luke, and Cake.
Okay.
Camden, Camden was whatever Camden was that season,
Right.
and everyone didn't like the way Xavier played. Honestly, that's really what it is. They didn't like the way he played. They voted for Camden. Same thing when
Oh,
he brought Luke to the end as well. He was extra. He was extra
yeah,
nasty
the
that
game that he
season.
won, he was
Oh,
against Luke.
I believe Xavier
No,
won.
he lost against Luke because
Oh.
he cut
I
all of his
played that
allies.
season.
Everyone
played
was
that
like
season.
everybody wanted to work
Yeah,
with
because I remember
Xavier.
him bringing Luke onto his screen because Luke went and drove to him for that shit.
Yeah, but that was different. Yeah.
That
No,
was the
Luke,
game that
no,
Xavier won, wasn't it?
No,
but
Xavier
Xavier
won.
lost, and then after Xavier lost, they fought, and Luke ran into the pole.
Ran into
anyways,
his
that's not the hero there. Is what
Xavier,
it was.
okay, wait, we're getting off.
Right, because what it was.
the
Carlo, shut the
season.
fuck up. We're getting off topic.
Yeah, because what it was there is that in that season when he brought Luke to the end, it was more so Xavier had like a bunch of allies on his side, and they wanted him to cut
New
Luke. He said,
Orleans.
yeah, he was like, yeah, I'll cut Luke. Sure, fine. Never did, and then that kind of like rubbed like a lot of people the wrong way because he said he would. He was expected to, and then he cut them instead and
So
kept
Luke won
Luke
against
to the
who?
end. Xavier. So they can be.
No. Oh wait, Xavier won against who?
Cake.
Let me double check
I don't think this is right. I think I'm correct.
No,
because it was New Orleans.
No, I'm pretty
And
sure that Luke
it was Cake.
was
Luke,
it?
Luke won
let me
Puerto
make
Rico.
sure.
So Xavier lost against Luke?
Yes.
Yes.
So that's why they started fighting.
Oh,
I don't remember.
And then Xavier won against Cake Cunty Jane
Okay, all right.
to a vote of 6-1.
And I have it backwards then. Okay.
yeah, it was against Cake. That was the season he did curse out all the jury.
And it wasn't Camden in the final 3. It was actually you, Peyton.
Me?
Yes.
Into where? Wait, what are we talking about?
This was Baddies New Orleans.
Oh, that's when. No, yes, that's when.
That's what Camden won.
Yeah, okay, I remember that shit. That's when Xavier cut my ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
No,
You
well,
voted
in
for
this
him.
case, no, Xavier is not a villain. He's just a bitch. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Let's move on to Kristen. I mean, I think she only played one season. In the season she did play,
Didn't
Oh,
she
don't get me
win?
she was
started.
cussing bitches out.
Yeah, she
She
beat
was cussing
me.
bitches
Yeah.
out. She was the first, they were the first and the only like duo on duo action. It was Dax and Kristen versus Bryna and Sean. One of the most iconic beefs ever in the earlier seasons. She cussed her way out. So she got to the final two chairs. This was during Mania, so that was the only season of Baddies worth a cash prize.
Bro,
And she
OG.
won that. Dex and Kristen in the final two too. So
Fun
Wait,
fact. Fun
Dex.
fact. She won my money. That was my money.
Wait, Dex, you were in the end with her?
Yeah. Yeah. That whole season, me and her were like
So you
tethered
were not
together.
able to vote for her to win, or you were?
No, I was sitting next to her in the end.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, and we like. Well, she was cursing a lot of bitches out. I was
Wait, so
also cursing
she like
bitches out.
read bitches to filth and still won?
Yes.
I didn't see that season.
Yes.
I feel like the only reason that
Yeah, neither did I.
wait, so like since you saw both, like what is the comparison between her and Xavier? Because what I saw from Xavier was he accepted defeat. Like I feel like he accepted defeat and he was like already thought
Oh
he
no.
was losing,
Well,
so he
her.
was like, let me
Okay,
bring this
so the
shit.
difference between the two, Xavier did it to be nasty. Kristen did it with like, it was like a mutual thing. It wasn't like on a
And she
disrespectful
still
level.
thought she could win.
Yeah, it wasn't on a disrespectful level type of shit as where Xavier was doing it. With
Right.
her, it was more like it was on the game basis, not me trying to attack you, your character personally, or nothing like that. It was just like you came for me, like put it like this. You basically, if you say her name, it's like prepare to get cussed out a little bit. If you come for her, prepare to get cussed out. That's really what it was. So like, okay, and I guess at that point, she's one of those louder voices, like one of those more out there, definitely vocal type of a loud personality type of player. So it's like, okay, sitting next to that, it was like hard to differentiate our games a little bit sitting next to that because it was like they don't want to vote for her to win. They trying to find a reason why they should vote for me to win, and it was just But it was okay though. It was a fun little season. Kept it cute.
Period.
And then next we have
Big Al.
and last, yeah, Big Al.
Al.
Every time there's a season, he played almost all seasons of Baddies.
All the seasons, yes.
Everybody's afraid of Big Al, just the way that he votes, that he's a wild card.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I would not go for him, and then he would come for me first, and I'm like, I'm not even coming for you, Al. So yeah, he's
I
a
feel like
complete wild card.
like you should somehow like do a poll of like how many times someone has been the deciding factor in a vote because I feel like that's Big Al. He's gonna swing something his fucking way.
Yes, yes,
shade.
and he plays unapologetically, and he doesn't care.
Okay, clock it. And one thing about it, two things for certain, I would never trust being in a council with him because he would take that shit to a wheel, bitch.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
Big Law is correct. He will jump on you quickly.
Okay. No bueno.
Like, so if he doesn't go after you, he's just, I mean, if you go up to the island, he's just gonna jump on you very quickly. And he's also very spicy with his smile. He rubs people the wrong way. He knows he's not intentionally did so, but one person, I could say no, he rubbed no the wrong way, and I kept going up to Alex, so Alex has comeuppance. And Alex's favorite thing to use is his bedtime routine. Well,
Oh,
trick us with a bedtime routine, but oh yeah, I have to go to bed now. Well, whatever. And then they still up. I'm like, okay.
He lied.
Just tricky nuts with this bedtime routine talk.
No.
Wow.
Heard the fuck out of
That's
that.
some big moves.
Okay, Lawrence.
Heard the fuck out of that. Anybody else have anything to say they want to say about the biggest of Al?
Legend.
Yes. And yeah, definitely thank you so much, Big Al, for playing as many seasons as you had, child, because all right. So the winner of the biggest villain is
Zabe.
Okay.
Here we go.
And that's it. And that's it. And that's it.
Okay, no shade. Definitely, like you guys said, was the category.
The category.
Like definitely one of the biggest villains of the
Yeah.
franchise. Next category. Biggest hero. We
No.
have Big
Or
Lid,
dito teklat ka piano.
Juan, Dex, Tasha, and Nay. All right.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it. Big Lid,
Lawrence.
Lawrence.
What you gotta say?
Yeah, what about me?
Oh,
Oh yeah,
wait, who?
So who do you guys
I'm about
think?
to say about that, but
I don't think the biggest hero is in this category.
I don't know because she's been in so many awards, but we already talk about so much about her.
Who?
But I don't have nothing more to add. Just
Who do you think the biggest hero is? I think Carly. I think there are. Who? Let me see who was nominated for this.
Yeah, because I instantly forgot who you said.
Yeah, the
Lydia.
nominees were
Lydia, Juan.
Nave, Juan, Dex. Well, I'm talking about when the poll was sent out. Nave, Juan, Dex, Lydia, Tasha, HQ, Big Law, and Carlos. And I do think a lot of those names should have deserved to be on those top 5. No shade.
Yeah. Robbed
No
again.
shade.
Robbed again.
But
Robbed again.
these are indeed based off of the votes, though.
Fair.
So,
I know. It's okay.
but
Mm, hero.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think
I
out
feel
of
like I'll go for it.
go ahead, no.
I guess out of the ones that are there, the one that comes to mind as the biggest hero would be probably Tasha, I'm not gonna lie.
Not
Or
Nay.
or Juan. I don't I don't think Nay is the biggest hero.
Not the
Ooh.
In
biggest.
but in well, I also did not witness Nay quitting for other people. Only witnessed Nay voting other people out. Me. Um, so I don't have that experience with Nay as a player. In
I can say Tasha as well because I've played with Tasha a lot and she definitely plays a hero game. She looks out once you're her ally and once she rides with you, she rides with you. She stands on 10 toes and she doesn't fake that. So I will say she definitely does play more of a hero game. I do agree.
Like, the only thing I can say is I'm very confused on why Big Lid, Juan, Dex, and Nay are nominated for this.
Wait, hold on.
Because
Not
they
too
have all
much.
bitten the bullet and stabbed people before. I
Not
feel like the only
necessarily.
person, if you're looking at the category, the only person in the category that has always stood 10 toes down for their allies every single time they played is Tasha.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
She has never stabbed anyone. Nay stabbed someone in the back to win. Amazing.
One,
Great
she
for
did
her.
say that.
Nope.
She owned that. She just said that. One
Dex has
person.
also done what it takes to win as well. Juan
Yeah.
has won before. Big Lid, she was nominated for biggest villain, wasn't she, just a second ago?
No.
No,
Or
she
what was the
wasn't.
last category?
For biggest villain, it was Dina, Cake, Xavier, Kristen, and Big
Okay.
Al.
I think that
Okay.
this is what Peyton was talking about earlier about like so some of the players that were nominated as social player that when you're within their group you're perceiving them are really social. So for like Lydia and for Dex whenever they are within your group also perceive them as a hero because their actions are going to be very much loyal. But in the broader picture, I don't think their gameplay really reflects heroic, if that's the right word.
Yeah.
I'm not evil. Hello.
Yeah, I mean, for me, out of this category, I mean, like, I think all of these are great players, but no shade to anybody nominated. I was hoping to see the more clearer heroes, the more 10 toes down, like you guys said, 10 toes down, won't snipe an eye worth anything, no shade. And nothing against like Dex Juan, Lydia, but I do feel like you guys will do what you guys need to do in order to win, that's amazing. There's nothing wrong with that. But as far as being like the biggest hero, no shade, no tea. I feel like people like Carlos, HQ, because I constantly see them getting out because they are loyal to their allies, and their allies don't want to see want them to be loyal. Tasha and even Nay, honestly, yes, she did what she had to do that one season
It was just the
to
one
get her win.
season, yes.
Yeah,
But other than
but
that, she was a
she's
hero.
been
Yes.
solid. No shade. But that's just my opinion, though. That's just my.
And I share that with you.
But are you guys ready to see who won? Or do
No.
you guys have anything else to say?
No, just give it today at this point. Because I'm confused.
I want Tasha to win.
Oh, ooh, who's
Same.
saying that?
Same.
Who's saying that? Congratulations, Tasha.
The winner
It's gonna
of
be Nate.
biggest
And wait,
hero
today.
is
Nay.
Nay.
sorry, one sec.
Hey, freeze.
No, I did.
No.
I'm trying to send these images simultaneously.
Oh.
Dad.
What?
Over Tasha? Oh,
That's what I was.
Wow.
When I looked at these votes this morning,
That is not what I was expecting.
Oh,
I
oh,
do
wait,
want to
wait, wait.
say
You're a
congratulations.
hero.
Not too much, but
Congratulations,
yes.
Dax. You
I am
did claim this.
classified. I am classified as
You
a hero.
did
I'm not
claim
a.
this award, but I will say I think Tasha most definitely robbed from this. Tasha, you are a hero. No
Well,
shade.
Esso
But
my
Dex,
chest. Let
you
me
are
get my cape on. Hello.
hello. Hello. All right. So the next
Oh,
category is best duo. Oops, did I mess up? Oh no, I did not.
Let it get in.
So we have Kristen and Dex,
Hmm.
Dina and Peyton,
oh,
Dex and Logan,
Who?
Antonio and Riley, and Antonio and Lid. All
Well,
right.
I mean, I don't have to say who my pick is because I had said it when we was talking about Antonio. It's gonna be Antonio and Riley.
And honestly, I think, in my opinion, I mean, no shade. So let's talk about it because I do feel
that's
like there are three duos that stand out to me, and that is Dina and Peyton, Dex and Logan, Antonio and Riley. And here's why I say that. Dina and Peyton have played multiple seasons together, and they always make it far together. Dex and Logan, they played twice together, both times as duos, and both times almost made it to the end. I mean, the second time they almost won together. And
the first time I took it to the end, like we played that entire Atlanta. When I went Atlanta, we played Atlanta together. It wasn't even a dual season. I was a vet, he was a rookie, and we like played that entire season together. I'm like, okay, bet.
And then, but again, one of my favorite duos though, no shade no tea, Antonio and Riley was the most talked about duo. Like they were threatening to people. People wanted fades with them. They didn't know, both of them came from Instagram, so they didn't know anybody. I like their journey, and I also like their value to this franchise. Like they're no slouches for the game. But how do you guys feel
I
about
feel like for me, the best duo, when I was like thinking about like, okay, what makes the best duo? I think about how that dynamic comes together. And Peyton and Dina seems to me as like the most balanced. I don't know Logan, so I couldn't speak about, but like
I'll say Dex and Logan as a duo, that's a powerhouse.
I don't
That's a
know how Logan plays.
powerhouse.
But like Dina being such a social beast and then Peyton adding social and strategy, I feel like both of their game can balances and complement each other super well to the point that it makes the yin and the yang. And I don't know that other players are like equally complementable like that, if that makes sense.
I mean, I feel like for me, I would have to say Antonio and Riley, definitely, especially after I think it was when it was their first time playing together.
And another award.
They kind of like dominated together, and then when they came back after that, everybody was just on their necks for like no reason at all because they worked so well in tandem. Like they went together.
But I think what do you think makes them the best duo or like a great duo?
Honestly,
How? Oh,
honestly, like I don't
Because
know,
no
like
shade,
they went to bat for each other, like
no shade, but like
super silently.
whenever they were new, they both came in. I think there's a lot of that power that comes to people not knowing you are a duo. I think if I remember correctly, the first time that they played, it was like a newbie, like both of these people are newbie, like whatever, whatever. So people not clocking that they were actually like friends, I think
Hmm.
helped them a lot. And I don't know if they would be able to do it in a season where people actually know that they are best friends. Whereas like Peyton and Dina can come up in a season, people know that they're best friends and they still eat every time.
That's true. Every time I played with Dina, we
That's
both
true.
made it very far. I will say that.
and but honestly, I think at all three duos, when they are linked
No, I
together,
agree.
are like forces to be reckoned
Reckon.
with.
Yeah,
No shade. And that's not to say anything about like the Dex and Kristen duo and the Antonio and Lid duo, but I don't think that's like a common duo.
right.
Whereas when like when Peyton and Dina link up, you know it's gonna be a good time with those two. When Antonio and Riley link up, not only are they gonna have fades coming their way, but they're gonna handle it and they're gonna
Right.
pop their shit while they're doing it. Dex and Logan, that's a great balance. One's a more verbal, shake you up, bitch, until you get the point, and the other one's a strategic, and both strategic, but one's more behind the scenes, but will pop his shit when he needs to.
Mhm.
Uh, on your
That's
way
fine.
out.
I'm behind the scenes though. Just saying.
No, no.
You're,
But
you're the
I mean, I don't
shaking.
know. Lawrence, HQ Blake, how are you guys feeling?
About who are we talking about?
Yeah, any of the duos, like which duo we have Kristen,
So
yeah,
listen, I'm gonna write in a duo because I feel like this duo is not talked about, and that's me and Tasha.
I thought of a duo that is not. Oh, I don't know if they're still a duo anymore, but Cake and One.
Right, yeah, that's another good one.
oh,
But no, I think each duo is good on their own. But like I said, I definitely feel like Antonio and Riley are up there, and then so is Peyton Dina and Dex and Logan. I feel like out of those three, I think one of those three will be the winner, just because that's just yeah.
Yeah.
All
Who would
right.
it be? Who would the winner be?
Peyton and Dina.
Who? I think Antonio.
Somebody other than Dax
Winner
for once.
of the best
Right.
duo
Let's
is
Antonio.
Antonio and Riley.
Yeah, it's Antonio and Riley for sure.
Oh,
Oh,
What?
you be inputting how much shit for you?
Yeah, Dex, how many fake accounts did he make?
I was gonna say
oh,
Like
oh,
four
let's not,
already.
let's not,
He's
let's
on
not,
four
let's keep it
more
cute. I
already.
don't need to do all that, boo. I don't need to do all that. I'm cute. Yeah.
I didn't have Dex sweeping the categories on my 2026 bingo card.
Who said?
Dex is trying to be Taylor Swift out here.
no shit. Beyonce. Beyonce.
Beyonce, if you will.
Maybe the next
that
award that
you?
have Dax or Lid in it, or I'm gonna question. Finally,
So
Can never
the
win.
no Lid
next
this time.
category,
No.
best to never win.
Oh my gosh, I actually.
We
Yeah.
have Devin,
Like how Devin's the only guy on my category. Of all the
Riley,
women.
Mhm.
Chanel,
Yes,
Bryna,
yes.
and HQ.
Period.
Another tough lineup in my opinion, because all of these players are powerful in my opinion, but let's talk about it. So let's start with Devin. I think he only played one season, but the season he did play, he was talking a lot of shit. He made it to the end. Oh, he played two?
He played did he play Paris? Yeah, he played Paris.
Maybe, yeah, you're right. Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
So
Little takeover.
I think he played
but
the last one before you went back to Baddies. He played the very last one before the break. After the break, he played Paris.
oh yeah, okay. But either way, that's like in my opinion, a strong player. I wish he played more. That's all I really have to say. I think would like to see him play more seasons because I think he would win after a couple of times.
Yeah, I think that if he hasn't played a lot, or given that he hasn't played a lot, it makes sense that he's never win. He has
Right.
never won, whereas like seems like other players have played more consistently.
No, I
Yes.
think that he comes into a game and he is not afraid to just be like, fuck you.
Okay.
Like, which is iconic. Like, he's like, fuck you, I want to do what I want. And like, that's iconic to me.
Yeah.
Is that iconic to everyone? I don't know, but
Yeah, and he also gave me my nickname, Hell's Kitchen, so I'll never forget that.
But I feel like he picks and chooses when he does that because like he goes from times to like laying back and like just observing, and all of a sudden he like pop off and like goes off, and then he goes back to like laying back.
Right.
Mhm.
No, I do agree with that for sure. Yeah, he does do a little shape shifting here and there. All right. Let's talk about Riley. She played a few seasons, and honestly, I love her as a player. Um, when she first
Me
played,
too, but I want to see Bradley play by herself without Antonio. We see Antonio play by himself, but by Bradley, she needs to play by herself too.
Oh,
ooh,
oh, oh, oh! We were not ready for that.
Because
You
every
better
time we
talk it
see
big, Law. But I also
Riley,
will say it's the
she's
same
with
thing with
Antonio,
Devin. She
but we never
hasn't
seen
played a lot
Riley
either.
by herself.
well, but my question is, why does she have to play by herself, but you other duos don't?
Ooh.
That's right.
My thing, like, and that's why I love Antonio and Riley so much as
Together,
well,
yes.
because I honestly do feel like, and it's nothing wrong, but I do feel like a lot of the baddies who have played with them were threatened by their presence because they know they're smart, they know they're social, And a lot of people have tried to touch them as a duo, as
Yeah.
individual, and have failed. And that's why I love Riley, because she has been in situations where Antonio wasn't there to fight for her. She has been in situations where she's making moves without Antonio's permission. So I think that they are a duo, but I think that I think they're a powerhouse as a duo, but separately, they're tough competitors to beat.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, I feel like when they play and they're not playing with each other, I feel like it shines and it truly shows who they are and how they play because everybody knows them for playing together. So when they play separately, it actually works more in their favor because then you can see them and see their game separately than being the duo together.
Exactly. And and I don't think they do think about each other, but I don't think they think for each other.
Exactly. No, they
And I
they
think
think yeah, exactly.
anything else to say about Riley? I love her down. When she first signed up for Baddies, she told me this isn't a game for her. And I was like, just give it a go. And I
I think
never
that she only thought the game was not for her because of him. Like,
Right.
I don't think that she thought that there was a way for her to be herself, but like now we actually know her for
We
Riley,
do.
not
Yeah,
from Antonio.
exactly.
Exactly.
And I'm so glad she played because she, like I said earlier, she's one of the people who aren't connected with everybody.
Yep.
But to see her journey, I think she definitely deserved a win just based off of, and I think when we did the rankings, we ranked her S tier. Like that's legendary.
Yeah.
So that's just my opinion on Riley. I think she's definitely a name
I
that will
did.
be remembered in Era One for sure. Um, let's move on to Miss Storyline, Chanel. She is one of the funniest people who have ever played this game. People don't write her name. She is smart when she does vote and stuff, but she's also comic relief, in my opinion. And every time she does play, she makes it to the very bitter end. Every time she's played, I think she's gotten third place. And I think that is because that everybody knows if she ever makes it in the final two cheers, which she will, she's going to win. So that's just my opinion. But how do
I
you guys
think she's
feel about
I
this
think she's the only
storyline?
one I'm not familiar with. I know everybody else. I think she's the only one that I because I don't think I've played with her. So I think she's the only one that I'm unfamiliar with.
She has only played a few seasons.
I feel like CT nailed it in terms of like talking about Chanel. Chanel's the kind of player that like she will be funny as hell. And sometimes I don't know if she uses like her humor as a way of like, oh, I'm gonna let you lay your guard down around me. And while your guard down and you're laughing, I'm just gonna go and like stab you and like make
Right.
that's basically her.
Like, yeah, because she is like, she has her way. Like, she cracks a couple jokes here and there. And
Yeah.
then she cracks a couple jokes here and there, and then nobody's thinking about voting her because we need that. We need that entertainment while
Mhm.
everybody's coming at each other, clawing each other's eyes out. And then when it's too late, that's when people start thinking about Chanel. And it's
Yep.
already too late. Her and her people that she's already built relationships with through her votes and HBICs and things of that sort, have already gotten to the end. But that's also her downfall because the people that she does trust are also huge players in this franchise, and they're also gonna do what they have to do
I feel
as
like when you first see Chanel, like at the beginning of the game, like everyone's like, "Ooh, I love that bitch. Let's get to know this bitch." And she's like, "Ooh, yeah, like get to know me, blah blah blah." But that's like you said, her downfall, like because everyone's like, "Oh, everyone knows Chanel. Like, let's vote her out because she's gonna end up winning the game." Which honestly, best to never win.
right. Um, anything else on Chanel? All right, let's move on to Bryna. Bryna played a couple of seasons and also makes it to the end every time. But I don't think she's ever sat in the final. No, I think she sat in the final two chairs
She,
once.
season 2, yes, when Chris won.
Yeah, that's season 3.
Oops, excuse me,
Um,
season 3.
no, you're good, you're good. That's season 3. Yeah, but she didn't win. Chris won. One of our baddie legends. I think if she played more, she would have been had a win as well. I think if she would have played more, I mean I've only played I think sometimes in this game it's building relationships and just hoping they play the next week. Because I am inviting to any and everyone. Um, because the twists are always going to be different for you guys, and who you think you can play with might, not be in your favor that time. But I think sometimes throughout this game, it's about building relationships. And when she does play, she gets her way. And
Most of the time, yeah.
I
I feel
think
like
people,
she
yeah,
socially maneuvers around a lot, as one would put it, a fish swimming through schools. That's Yeah, she said that one time. Yeah. She's like a social fish swimming through a bunch of people's schools.
yeah,
Definitely, everyone is like definitely working with her if they are in the game 9 times out of 10, because she's so um inclusive. She likes to make everyone feel included in like decision making and shit like that. And that's why people like gravitate towards her when they're working with her. So I can see why she's up there.
yeah.
She's social as fuck.
And also, she's like a Black Widow. Uh,
Okay.
like, she's gonna sit there and chill and, make some moves here and there. But once you say her name, it's like, oh, all hell has broke loose.
Yep.
And chances are you're gonna be the one out of the game.
Yep.
Um,
Very true.
yeah.
Absolutely.
So I think it's like she's a Scorpio. So I think she does carry that Scorpio on her shoulder. And when she's ready to let it bite somebody, she lets it go. Um, I think that's another villain, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
She's like a Cruella DeVille.
Oh,
No, not Cruella.
She has a couple dogs. When she's ready to get the dogs sick on them, they will bite. Um, Next is one of my favorites, HQ. I
No.
say this every time her name comes up in conversation. HQ is one of my favorite baddies and probably the most slept on and deserves way more flowers than what she gets because she makes it to the end every single time as well. Have you ever sat in the final two before? I think
The
that's the issue.
the
I
final
think
I got final three Las Vegas. That was the season where I that cake one. That was the farthest I made it was to final three. Because I either got wheeled out or something happened.
I can confidently say you're probably one of my favorite baddies. I will say one of the moments with you that stuck out, I forgot which season it was, but you texted me and you said, I'm gonna play, but I don't have a voice.
Puerto
Uh
Rico.
Mhm.
yeah, and you
Puerto
ate
Rico.
that season down as well. It's just like every time you play, you're down 10 toes down, you're loyal. Not too many people feel snaked by you, and I feel like honestly, I couldn't tell you why you haven't won yet, but it's gonna happen. I know it is. Um,
It's
how do
my
y'all
social
feel?
game. Dennis, remember Dennis is like, it's your social game. Don't take her to the end. It's your social game. That's what he always says.
And you find a way to connect with everybody in some way, shape, or form. It's sort of like a chameleon, like you blend in everywhere. Um, but don't get it twisted. Don't you have a way of surviving. That's my favorite part about you. Like you survive every single time. Your name keeps getting written down. Like you deserve a win for sure. But how do y'all feel? Sorry.
That's a social queen right there. I win is coming. I just know it. Um, she typically probably gets most likely sniped, if anything, because she's so threatening of her social game. If she was to sit in the end, I've seen times that she can go through the whole game probably without being targeted by anybody, really. And then that becomes like increasingly threatening when you get towards the end game because how can you beat that in a game where you have to um, nominate people? How could you get all the way to the end and say I've never been nominated? How so? So you got a sniper.
Anybody else? Who do you guys think's gonna win?
HQ.
Yeah, this is a tough lineup. No
This
shade.
is hard. Like it could
It's
be
a good lineup. It definitely is.
it's
We have
Riley.
Devin.
I would say Riley.
Yeah,
Thank you, Big Long.
Riley, Chanel,
Riley or
Brenda.
Chanel or HQ, I think.
Yeah, I think this is a tough lineup. I think all of them stand out in so many different ways.
HQ.
I think
Exactly.
all of them are
But
consistent.
that pick of Bryna though, oof.
Devin wins. It'll be wild. That'll be wild.
I was thinking
All
the
of
same
them
thing. I said,
are
"Ooh, she look good."
all right. But the winner is
HQ.
Oh, not the metal plate. I'm cracking up.
oops.
That's an old man because that man has no
No.
beard.
Oh. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, see, now
Okay.
that's cute.
Okay.
All right, HQ is wrong again.
I
Right.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Literally HQ. No.
Period.
Like I said, this was an extremely um
It was
this was
tough.
a
Yeah.
tough
That
lineup.
lineup was
I think
amazing.
all of them are deserving of the we're deserving of the win. All right, next category is most
The OG one.
valuable
Ooh.
bet.
Well.
We have Jacoby,
I think I voted myself for this one.
Leah,
Okay.
Big Al, Big Law, and Brandon.
No.
So these are just the most valuable baddies who are
Big Al.
who we just believe have showed the most heart and haven't won, and are just constantly like robbed in the franchise of Era One. So let's start with
Jacoby only
Jacoby.
played, I think, three seasons. So,
Let's start with Jacoby.
no, I think Jacoby only played 2 seasons.
I'll be granted. I know this is like for the Era One awards. And it kind of came out after you did your little pre-audition things for like Era Two. I'll be honest. I don't see Jacoby or Leah taking this. Normally I would, but being that they kind of already won in like the other era, which is I don't think that's why I don't see them taking
But
it.
you gotta remember, it's R1, not R2.
I just said that, Lawrence. I just said that, but the whole form thing came out after like they already like got their wins already for like another era. So that's why I don't see them taking it, to be honest. But I could be wrong.
I think based on their stats of Era One, I think that, Jacoby came and constantly got close to the end. You know, I played with him one season actually. He's pretty loyal to the soil. Like, you can't really convince him to snake his ally.
The most valued season. I'm a body.
Yep.
And yeah, he won the something in Era Two, but I mean, I do agree with you though, Max. but Leah as well. Oh, anybody else? Anything on Jacoby? Leah. I think Leah is funny. I think her first few seasons, she got out really early. Um, and
Mhm.
you know,
That's the thing though, is like she gets out early or she goes maybe far at the end of her season run. Like everyone knows who Leah is.
Exactly.
you know,
Like
it's
she
just
comes in and she's like, "Fuck you, bitch! I'm coming at you. You're a dumb hoe," and it never works out for her because she always goes home before her up.
yeah. Uh,
This is
I
different.
think she's hilarious. No shade. She does play. Uh, I low key get excited because it's like, what's Leah's gonna do now? Um, but yeah, anything on Leah?
I feel like she, like you guys were saying, like she one drives some kind of, she's gonna drive something, whether it's gonna be because of the wrong reasons or for the right reasons, but she's driving some drama. I also feel like in many cases, she's very self-aware, villainous when she wants to
Mhm.
be. And I think when she sparks, she forces other players to play hard. And I think that's what Baddies is all about, rather than like just kind of letting people float and do with the best. I think Leah kind of forces people to play a more proactive game, even if it's reactively to her.
Let's move on to Big Al. I feel
I'm not denied. I don't remember what I said earlier about him on the villains
you said what?
one.
I do feel like Big Al is like a iconic player in this franchise. I feel like every time
Mhm.
he plays, the main question is what is Alex gonna do? Um, and especially when he gets into power, because it does happen. He's such a
Mhm.
wild card, but he's not afraid to say any name. It doesn't
Yep,
matter whose name it
period.
is. He never mind. So that's what I love. I love that he's played almost every single season. Um, so yeah, love Big Al.
I don't win this war. It's a crime. It's a crime.
How do y'all feel about
Nah, I have nothing to say on Big L because one thing about it, he gonna say my name. And that's okay.
And mine too.
Well, okay, shit.
I see Big Al as um as a rental hand, but unlike rental hands, Alex is well liked. Alex is well liked.
Yo.
Alex played like a rental hand game, but unlike rental hand, Alex is well liked by us.
All right, let's move on to Big Motherfucking Law.
Oh.
Yes, Big Law. I remember the first time
Right?
you played, you were hilarious in my opinion. You were calling people bitches. Um, your mic was on. I feel like sometimes sometimes you get distracted and that's what gets you in trouble. But I think if you came in focused from point A to point Z, I honestly think I can see you winning this a game. No shit, I really think you could. Cause I've seen you play, I've played with you, and you are somebody who is one, if you're loyal, for one, you are you are smart. You know who to get. Um, I think sometimes people use you as an easy way out, but I do think there's a way that you will get that win. I think once you're focused and more vocal in a game, I think people will start to like that and know you're here to play and will respect it and you will get there for sure.
Completely agree with CT.
Lawrence, what I like about you is your sudden random outburst. That
It's
and you
true.
just yeah, you just 9 times out of 10 you be talking over people when especially when they don't need you to talk sometimes. I find it so funny to me because as people are talking, you would just continue to just pay them dust and just one thing about you, bitch, you gonna get it off your chest. You gonna still say it even if they're talking
Okay.
over you.
Yeah.
It might piss them off, but hey, I find it funny.
Yeah, you're gonna
I
serve
find
you're gonna serve
yes.
them. Yep, you're gonna serve them bitches, and you don't
Okay.
care, and you're not gonna stop. You're gonna keep going until you said what you needed to say and got it off your chest.
Okay.
I think what makes Big Law a good nominee in this category is because most players, if they play 100 seasons, at some point you kind of get tired. You already know what they're going to bring. And I feel like Big Law, we still don't know all that
Yeah,
you.
but I'll play more seasons than me.
No, we know. We know what Big Lot brings.
No, but I think you guys are like, honestly, like, when I think of baddies, this is streamed, by the way. There's not a season of baddies without Big Law or Alex. Those every time you guys sign up, we all get excited. I get excited personally. It's one of my favorite parts. When I see that form and I see Big Law and Alex, I'm like, yes, because like Carlos said, there are people who can play 100 times and you know what you're gonna do. But every time you two play, there's never a dull moment. It's always a gag. It's always a did Big Law just do this? Like that's my favorite part because it's like it's always fresh. No
I'm
matter
also gonna add about Big Law, how we changed up his playing style. He doesn't play the same like some people do.
Yeah.
Ooh, no, who said that?
um and
Brandon, who voted for that?
and last but certainly not least, Brandon.
Wait, one thing about Brandon, he should not be on this. Should not be on top 10.
And that's
Okay.
exactly what we were just talking
Brandon should have
about.
been on the
I
villain.
was just
He
about
should
to
have been on the
say
villain.
Like no
no
other needed
shade.
to be said. No tea, no shade. That's exactly why we
He
said
was
what we just
nominated and
said.
I went on the top 5 votes show.
Crazy work.
I didn't see
Did you
his
cut
season.
did you cut the vote twice?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my God. I do remember he played some of my seasons. Yes.
But I will say what I will give credit where credit is due.
He played much
He's a
more
great
as
player.
well.
No shade. He is a phenomenal player in this franchise. No shade. Um, makes it to the. I think he sat in the final 2 twice.
One against Johnny and
When I get
another against
It's Tony.
Oh, he won. Brandon had won, didn't he?
yeah with Kenny the duo season.
Yes, Brandon won. Hong Kong. Yes. So, but I don't give a fuck. You
Oh,
guys ready to see who won?
yeah.
Okay. Good, yeah.
That's when you gag now. Big Al.
Hung Cock.
The winner
Rooting for Big Al.
most valuable Betty is
Oh,
Jacoby.
come on, Jacoby.
So
Okay.
congratulations, Jacoby.
Big law robbed. Terrible.
No shit, but Big Law, you are. I want you to know you are a staple.
HQ and I are bad for the category that we actually
Yeah.
got nominated for.
Facts.
Most 100%. But both of you guys, both legendary players in this game, regardless of what a vote says.
I think people just voting on favoritism at this point. That's
It
what I'm
is.
saying.
It is.
Wait, hold on.
Looks at Dex.
It is. It is sort of like a popularity
Ooh.
contest.
Except for the
But
one that Dax won.
regardless of these awards, I want you guys to know that you guys are both legendary players, regardless
Wait,
of
hold on.
when these
Yes.
And
awards.
this is
A
why
favorite?
this is why voting is important. So sign up to
Yes.
vote.
Yes.
Yeah, I did put out before multiple
I only
times.
voted once. And then
Yes.
I did vote.
I
No,
also
you was
voted
able
for
to vote
myself.
multiple times. Yes.
No, not
Voting, yeah.
I don't have
Your
that
vote
much free
matters.
time.
We have favorite winner.
Oh,
We have Antonio,
no.
I
Kate,
did a Dak or
Hunty,
Big
Jane,
Lynn not winning at least one award. So.
Chris, Dex,
Well,
and Big Lid.
can we just get to Chris? I'm talking about Chris.
Who do you guys think is gonna win this out of the winners? Like, who do you guys think is your
Chris.
favorite winner?
Chris
Dak.
It is Chris
and
or
Dex.
Lydia.
Chris
Chris or
and Dex.
Lydia.
But Dex
I
is
want.
winning because
Dak.
Wait, who said that? Wait,
Honestly,
oh.
in my opinion, I think
I
all
get
of the
that.
winners are great in their own way,
Mm-mm.
but Michael F. How do you say his Fleischman, or how do you say his
Oh
last name?
yeah.
And Chris are the only two people to win a form of Baddies twice.
Yeah. You're right. It's gonna be his Michael.
And Chris has made it is consistent as well. That always comes up when he plays these
Yeah.
games and baddies. It's he's
Mhm.
already won twice. He's already won twice. We gotta get him out. You gotta get him out. And you guys never get him out.
Nope. He stays
Until
around.
the very end. He sticks around. He's strategic. And honestly, and even in the most valuable baddies at war, he got third, I believe. Third place.
Wait, who?
Chris.
Yeah.
So that's why,
Mhm.
like, I think that's like crazy to me. I think he has one of the best stats.
Wait, I think that like if you're looking at stats, does Michael not have the best stats?
No.
Well, the top Michael,
Or is he not even a nominee? I don't know. Hang on.
he probably wasn't a poll, but these are the top five.
He didn't make it to the top 5, essentially.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I was looking at the wrong picture.
But I mean,
I
I
was
think
about to say because Michael has the best stats of everyone.
oops.
And
Like,
that's why Carlos said it's important to vote.
Okay.
I mean, either way though, I think all five of these people are a tough lineup because all of them are consistent.
Right.
All of them are vocal. All of them, each time that they play, they make their presence known. And I think they're all strong competitors. So I think,
yeah, but isn't best winner like the best winning game?
well, who do you think played the best? Yeah, and that's what I think. As far as all of them, Chris.
Same.
As far as the nominees, Chris.
I
Yeah.
also.
Okay, how do you Dex? How was your winning game? Describe.
And in Atlanta, I had to fight tooth and fucking nail in Atlanta. Not gonna lie, like they put me through the ringer in Atlanta. I had to. I was borderline an underdog almost in every, almost nominated, almost I believe almost like every time in Atlanta. I had a good underdog story. Definitely didn't shut the fuck up. So yeah, in Atlanta it was just different.
I do, yeah, I was gonna say Dex, every time he plays, he does fight. Like people do say his name, he says other people's names. And he really is out early. I mean, there's has been a few times, not a few, a couple, like once
Oh.
or twice where he's out early, but he normally is the one leading the charge in the games, and you're either with it or you're against it.
But you know what you gotta do? Demand it.
Period.
Anything else on favorite winner? Or
I'm
you guys
just turn my camera off at this point.
I'm gonna only say that I really want someone different to win this category.
Well,
I'm not being bitter about
I'm
them winning, but I want someone else to win for a change.
These
get out there and vote.
These are based off of the votes.
I'm gonna see that voter shirt, babe.
Yeah, I'll send the graphs in the chats.
No, because Doc's going sweeping all of these.
But the winner,
Not I might not. We gotta
And
give
I'm
it to
pretty
him.
curious. That's about favoritism.
but the
Me when
winner,
I shared the vote. Me when I shared it to my family. Big lid.
but the winner is
Right.
Oh,
Dex.
I quit.
Oh
I
my
think
I
Chris is,
am
God.
no
Chris is
longer
here.
I am no
Or
longer
someone else.
playing
I don't
baddies
know.
anymore. I retire.
I
You will
retired.
not see
Crazy.
me. I am now on production because no, they're not finna
Exact, but
they're
I'm
not finna
questioning
fuck
these
over me.
people. Questioning
Oh,
these people who are voting.
He's questioning these people is hilarious.
Next
Alright.
season, next era's award, Big Law is gonna choose them.
Like, our Doc did to play
He's gonna be the
not so
Academy.
much.
You're right.
To
He's gonna
get
be.
nominated
He's gonna choose all the
for
winners.
these awards.
yes.
All right. Now it's time for the last category. This one was handpicked. It is the Mount Rushmore category. I put
Yes, thank you.
six heads on it.
I will gladly
Thank you.
place
Out of
my
the winner.
face on as one of five. Thank you.
Okay, so I will say it was low-key tough because
At least I'm happy I was top 5 for one of them.
I think all of the winners ate down. I think like most of the winners who won deserved it. Like Peyton, every time you play, you show why you're a winner. Carlos, even though you won All-Star Battle, when you play baddies, you show why you could win that. Again. Dex, you're one of the winners who won one of the earlier seasons, and you're also one of the winners who adapt to the format every single time. There's people like Dina, there's people like Lydia. I think most of the winners are consistent, and are entertaining. So all of the winners, if I could put all of them on the Rocky Mountain, well, most, not all. Some of you guys will get left out, but if I could put most people on their own little head, I would. So I think anybody who is in like the most valuable baddie chat, you guys are your own little Mount Rushmore. But who do y'all think the 6 people, like one of the 6 people, are gonna be?
Dex.
Who said that?
me.
No.
Nay.
I said that.
No.
Kate. Oh, the Eagles.
Honestly,
Me.
Wait,
I was
actually, if you had to give out, let's go one at a time. If you had to give a 6, who would you give it to? Starting with Blake.
Myself.
ooh.
No, it was out of the winners.
Well, I thought there was always.
Okay.
Dax. I'll say Dax.
That's one. Do you guys know the one? Hold on, let me.
Wait, yeah, I was gonna say, where's the list?
Not a list.
But I wonder who's gonna be on it.
I can tell you who's not.
I'm about to send it in that Facebook chat if you want to see it. Okay. The list of winners.
Let's do Blake's question.
I was about to say, I'm looking
Did
at
he
the
get the category? And
Never mind.
that Discord is very much there.
What? Oh, bitch. Shut up. Anyway, so I just sent the list of winners in
I
the
was gonna say, I've been going off the thing that you've been saying.
Oh.
Yeah, I think this is like a good lineup of winners. No shade, no tea. I wish I could put a lot of people, but I just put 6.
Can we cross out Stony because he's definitely not on there? Go Birds the kid.
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm
Do
gonna
not put
say
up
here,
first.
here's my 6. Are we each saying 6?
Yep.
My 6 would be Dina, Xavier, Nay, um, Chris, Dex,
You had to think about that. Oh,
and maybe I don't know, maybe Cake, but I don't know about Cake because gameplay, I don't know. So I'll go back on the 6. Somebody else.
okay. For me, excluding myself, because that's just narcissistic of me and conceited.
Before before you say it, do you feel like you deserve to be on there?
Mm, I'll be honest. I mean, mm, over some others, no, I wouldn't say that. No.
Right.
He's trying to be humble because he got like 1 million awards.
Right, exactly. 'Cause he went and voted for himself 75 times.
Who said? Who
I'm
said?
just
Oh,
kidding. No,
I don't got that much time in the day to do all that.
I'm
So,
joking. I'm joking.
but I definitely did share it to my family.
No,
Shout
I
out to
question these people who are voting.
you. Question my family, you get cursed out law. No shade, because but if I had to say, I would pick Dina, Nay, um, hear me out. Maybe a hot take. I would say
It's like that one award. Okay, that's fine. And then that one another one
Lawrence,
by
you're a
itself.
hater.
That's
At this point,
fine.
Lawrence,
And
you're a
then
hater.
that one, a third one. I'm questioning these
It goes some
people
hater Ray
choices
Lawrence.
of
The third
voting.
switch. It's okay, Law. Be cute. Who is that? Dina Nay
I hate
Xavier.
them. Just I'm
It's
questioning these
a
people.
hot take. I would say Javen. I would say Javen. And
After I would say I voted for both.
Lawrence, I'm never gonna get to you, boo. Hmm. Shit. Do the All Star baddies count too? Oh, Chris, definitely Chris. Definitely Chris. And my sixth person would be shit. Me being stuck on a six. You know what? Shit. I have no idea. I'm stuck on the sixth person. I got five.
Peyton, how do you feel? Do you feel like you deserve to be on that Mount Rushmore?
I don't know if I deserve to be on Mount Rushmore. Um, I feel like when I won, I was like against someone that was like very, very prominent in the community at the time, which was Pickles. And I feel like people that I'll say this, I know for a fact that Pickles left Baddies and the community for a while after I beat him because he thought his friends were going to vote for him. And I convinced his friends to vote for me instead, which was like Bryna and whoever else was on jury. However, I beat him by 1 vote, which I do know for a fact that people that were his actual friends voted for me because of my gameplay. And he was like very, very irritated and left and didn't play for quite a while.
I think you probably had one of the hardest wins.
Had one of the hardest wins, 100%. I didn't even think I was gonna win when I was going into the end game. Did I think I deserved it? Yes,
Yes.
but
Yes.
I talked
Hello,
my shit
yeah.
into that. Like I knew that I deserved to win, and I stood my ground and I talked my shit, and I ended up winning.
A lot did go on that season. You had the karma points that you had to worry about, as well as the caliber of players. Everybody who had played had either made it to a final,
Yeah.
sat in the final two, or had won.
And not to mention that was the game that was like all finalists.
Yep.
Like I won the
Mhm.
game that was every single person was only in the finals.
Yeah, and that's why you're one
It's
of
hard.
like you're definitely one of my favorite winners because that season is not it comes up actually so often, way more than you know. It's still talked about. I still talk about it because it was crazy
I
how
still talk about it.
regardless who had won that, it's crazy that when you think about it, it was truly like I said earlier, like a Hunger Games.
Yeah, because a
And
lot of the finalists were finalists multiple times. Like
yes.
these were people that have gone to the end so many different times. And I had already gone to the end so many times as well. But whatever.
Who would your six be?
My six?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Out of those winners I sent, who would you think will be in the Mount Rushmore based on your knowledge?
Wait, where am I looking?
I sent two. Hold on.
I bumped it, Peyton.
Oh, thank you.
You're
I'm
welcome.
picking, oh wait, I'm picking how many people?
Six. Everyone
6
is.
people?
Yep.
I'm picking Dex, Dina, Michael, Peyton, Juan, and I think this is controversial, but I think I'm picking Danny. Yeah, I don't think people talk about Danny a lot, and I don't even think he's nominated for anything, but I still would pick Danny.
What about you? That's actually okay, a good pick. No
Yeah.
shit.
Mhm.
I think I'm right about
That pick eats down, actually.
No shit, because I could see that. That's like a good lineup right there.
That pick eats down.
Like I said, all of the winners, I feel like what I loved about this era is they all did something that lets me know, like, yeah, you definitely deserve to win.
Yep.
So when I picked these six people, I was thinking about literally everything, how
Yep.
you won, your journey,
Yep.
what you've done to change the game, which most have had. So it was truly like a tough decision, like picking these six. I also went based off of the votes. I went based off of the rankings. I looked back at, past stats and stuff. Um, you know, so that was a good one though. Anybody else want to get their six before I
Can't go
reveal
yet.
HQ?
Because I'm looking at the winners as well. Definitely Chris. Obviously, he 2 times. I'm gonna say Danny as well. It's my brother. But I'm gonna say Danny as well. I said Dex already. So what? That's Chris, Danny, Dex. I need 3 more. Cake. That's 4. I'd say Xavier, and I'm gonna say Javon. Like unless it calls him, but Javon.
I'm not against that pick either.
Yeah,
That was a good one too.
yeah.
Big Law.
People sleep on Javen.
All the time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's my turn. So I don't pick them just because they won. They have to have their arc of winning, up to their winning, be most memorable. Because I'm not going to pick them just because, oh yeah, I'm not going to pick Payne just because they won. I got it had to be memorable for its win. If
But
I come back, I pick that. If you got decked one, that had to be memorable for its win. So that's the reason why I picked that, because decked won the very first season. Um, he that starts off the chain of winners up after him. So that's the reason why I put Dax, and then I put Chris, and then, and then I put Chris on the list at 12, and then I put people who, even though they didn't win, I feel like they deserve to be on Mount Rushmore because they don't have to be a winner just to be on Mount Rushmore. Personally, so I would have put uh if- I I put Nay before she won because I feel like she's a great player, even before she won. And then I put HQ on there as well. I might put myself because I don't belong much more. Um, I belong on a different category. So that's who I think, and I think I put in Carlos. I don't know how I have 6 people, but I'll throw in Carlos as well.
I love you, Big Law. You the best.
All right. Did everybody reveal their 6? All right. So for the last part, before I reveal it, I just want to say I think everybody who has either played a season of Baddies, won a season of Baddies, um, you know, it actually means a lot because I didn't expect it to be as fun hosting it and as many people willing to come back. And I think the 6 of you guys, Peyton, HQ, Carlos, Blake, Big Law, Dex, for coming here tonight and being so positive and being willing to take the time out of your guys' night to come here and, talk about everything, talk about Era One. I do hope you guys have fun. Regardless of these guys' awards, all of y'all ate down. The YouTube loves it. I hope you guys continue to come back. These awards are just something fun to do. Regardless, everybody ate down. And all of y'all have your baddie chains. But
I got like 7 of them. No shade. You can take them.
Definitely do. Yeah, you have the most.
Weighing down my neck.
Yes.
My neck, not
Not
bad.
bad.
I do want to say, when I picked these 6, I went for the 6 winners I feel like were the most consistent. And were the biggest threats, in my opinion, out of all of the winners.
So Carlos at home.
All 6 of these players have actually played from, if not equivalent, similar to season 1 to season 20 something. So like, shout out to Michael, Johnny, Peyton, Javen, Xavier's, all of them. Because those are the people I feel like as well help shape the games to what they are to be. And I feel like without a lot of these people, there would be no baddies. You guys wouldn't know what to do. We need people like those people. Lawrence, I actually thank you for saying it, and I thank you for nominating people who aren't winners because that's also very important. Like, I actually get that, and now I know what to do something differently next time. But like, there are people like HQs, Alyssa's, who also, have put so much into these games, and you guys have no idea, but you guys actually help bring other people in. because when they watch it, you guys show you don't have to be a certain way to win a baddie, to be a baddie, you know, be you. And that's actually my favorite part about hosting this franchise is that there's so many different personalities, and I truly do love watching every single one of them. But these 6 people that I picked to be on the Mount Rushmore are Nay, Chris, Dex, Cake, Dina, and Juan. Juan wasn't talked about a lot today. I don't think at
I'm
all.
about to be
Period.
talked about in a second when I go meet up with him.
You said what?
I'm about to go meet him in like 10 minutes.
Wait, because was that my 6th? Hold on.
Oh,
Yeah.
Juan wasn't talked about a lot, but Juan was one of those winners who didn't win until closer to the end of the era. But they didn't win because everybody was afraid if they went to the end, they weren't going to be talked about. They weren't going to win against Juan.
I will say yes. And in Baddies Atlanta, yes. I did cut Juan at 3 for that exact reason because he would have beaten me.
A lot of people did though.
I sure the fuck did.
He always got to the end.
That's a good point. Yeah, they always, yeah, or he would be like, okay, well, just they would get rid of him because of how, yeah.
Yeah, so like I can just talk about and like I said, shout out to Peyton, shout out to HQ, shout out to everybody because if I could add more, I would. That's why there's still always gonna be that most valuable baddies wall.
Oh, you pick this. This is a good Mount Rushmore. Like this
No, definitely.
very, very good.
I feel like, thank you.
I went 4 for 6, so I'm okay with that.
I feel like with Nay, every time she plays, she shows loyalty. She actually plays with like her heart on her sleeves, and also she plays the game differently. She's one of the first players I've ever seen play the game through the council strategically, you know. When she played Chris, unexplainable, always makes it to the end, won twice. That's Patty's legend. Dex, you're a powerhouse. Every time you play, you're vocal. We know you here. We know you're here. You're one of the winners who played in the earlier season, one in the earlier seasons, and showed every time you play after why you have won. Cake and Icon. Just overall entertainment, maybe not the most strategic out of the group, but definitely strategic and is present. I was happy when she won. Dina, honestly, if I could have a main, Dina would be probably the main head. No shit, because Dina is an eater. No matter how she wants to play, I'm so glad she played as many times as she did because she low-key chewed this up. And Juan, I'm so glad he finally got his one win. He played lots of seasons, strong player, strategic, smart. People are always saying his name, and he always lasts pretty far in these games. So that would be the Mount Rushmore of Era 1. Before I end the stream, I just want to say thank you guys so much, Peyton, Lawrence, Blake, HQ, Carlos, Index, for taking the time and doing this with me. It meant a whole lot. I hope you guys have fun. And thank you guys so much, everyone, for watching, whether you're on the Zoom right now, on the YouTube right now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to everybody who played throughout Era 1. I greatly appreciate that as well. And thank you everyone who viewed any season of Baddies. I hope you continue to do it because Era 2 is going to be bigger and better.
Oh wait, aren't you missing the category moment of the season?
Yeah, the Zach and what's for the last category? And I'm kidding.
Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. I
Fuck
am
'em.
missing a category. Thank you.
Favorite
Let me pull
moment.
up this poll.
Right.
Not a missing category.
This one?
Favorite moment. All right. So the I don't have a graphic for this, but I'll read it out loud. We have Dex and Kristen versus Bryna and Sean during Baddies Nashville. We have Blake eliminating Zach during Baddies Atlanta on his own team. We have the Baddie Bombs. We have Xavier cursing out the jury and then winning the season. That was Baddies New Orleans. And then we have Kenny and Brandon winning together, being the only solo duo winners. Baddies Hong Kong.
Xavier, no question.
And the winner
Yeah.
for that was
Xavier, no question. Bring it.
it was low-key close. But it was Dex and Kristen.
I know you're lying.
Uh-uh.
You're
Uh-uh.
lying. I mean, we did do that though.
One question these people.
Yes.
Oh, Lawrence, keep it cute on my family. Not too bad.
But
I'm
yeah.
assuming they just voted up that simply because they like that. Not thinking clearly.
Hey,
Oh, wait, are you saying
let
I'm
me
a
close out.
are you saying I'm a likable
Let me
bitch?
close out the YouTube.
Lawrence, do you need that? Hold on. Wait.
But thank you guys so much. Everybody for everything. Baddies Era 2 will be back on February 22nd. So that's at the end of this month, child. And we are going worldwide. So be on the lookout for that.
You
And
never ate your
until
salad.
next time, child. Do you guys have anything you guys want to say before?
Cheat Saturdays from tomorrow.
I want to say that CT, I will be trying to do a podcast that I want to work with you with for the Baddies After Hours. So
Period.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
period.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Like we do like a weekly, like after every season, we do like a
like a recap. You and a couple
recap,
of
and we do
yeah. That did come up. We can talk later.
Yes.